Yeah.
All right, so I think we got it now.
Oh yeah.
No, we do not have it yet.
No. Have what?
April Fool.
Way to go, man. Thank you. That's all right. So we should have some music running in the background, ready to go. Sorry, we're running a little bit late this evening. Had to change over some tech to get things working right. So
technical difficulties happened before the stream.
Yeah. It's wild.
God.
So let's roll into this since we're running a little bit behind. Let's start out with Paul. You want to give us a quick introduction, and we'll roll right around the horn.
Yeah. So my name is Rob. I play Paul Lucero, whose code name is Raiden. He is the senior agent in charge of this ragtag bunch of misfits. And I use the term "in charge" very loosely. And he's a simple man. He likes his beef lo mein, his TV, good screen in this case, and his beer, and alcohol in general. He might have anger issues, but that can neither be confirmed nor denied. Yeah. That's him in a nutshell. Oh, am I super quiet for you? Huh.
There, I turned it up.
Okay. Do I sound better to everyone? Clear and crisp? A bit. Let's see if I can fix it again.
In the meantime, let's go over to Ring.
Hi everybody, I'm Jenny. I play Harper Young, whose codename is Ring. She's a bit of a crazy individual that has a very, very big amount of fun getting in trouble, causing chaos, and is looking forward to kicking some more butt.
Sweet.
Fantastic. And Amethyst. Welcome back. Do we have Amethyst?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear.
Just 1 second.
Rhodesius, do I sound clearer now?
There, we got you.
Good to go.
We got
Now
you.
you can hear me?
Yeah.
So I was gonna start singing, but if you can hear me, then forget that.
Oh
I'm
dear
not
God,
gonna
no.
I was gonna say we don't need that. We don't need to
Roll a rock
torture our
boy, all right.
stream.
Anyways, I play Amethyst. She is the med tech for this ragtag team. She's a young lady who has nothing else to live for. Hi, Aegis. But yes, she has nothing else to live for right now. So who knows how she will react in situations and circumstances.
Oh boy.
Man, depressing.
No.
I thought we were here for a good time, man.
Apparently
we're not here for a long time. Just don't jump on any grenades, please.
Hey, I like
I
it.
didn't say I was Tyler. I said I was Amethyst. Hers is different.
We already have a memorial for one of those.
Oh.
Long may that memorial live in our hearts as we remember his great sacrifice.
For real.
All right, Scotty.
Alright, I play Scotty, aka the Rat Sims. He is about what you'd expect of someone named the Rat. He is he likes tricks. He talks circles around people. Tries to avoid conflict, but will bite back if cornered.
He's a rat.
Yes. Yes.
He's a rat.
Oh, and we got some ads rolling. People, can anyone hear us at all? I guess people
don't-
who do
Yeah.
Prime or have like Twitch Prime, they could probably still hear us.
Yeah, they can. I would imagine. So, sorry, guys. This is our first time reaching. I don't know, Greg. This is your thing, man. You should
Yeah.
probably
No,
give
just
the
keep-
announcement.
Just keep going.
Okay.
Okay, so actually, let's roll through a little bit of a recap of our last. Oh, hey, Bodacious, thank you, man.
Pradesh, thanks for this sub.
Thanks, man.
So let's roll through a little bit of a recap of the last episode. Scotty, you want to do that?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so last episode, we had Scotty, Paul, and Paradox on a mission. Their thing was they were given a mission to retrieve a black box from Arasaka Tower. So they went and kidnapped good old Corpo named Michael Hunt. Yes, his real name. We made fun of him for that. And coerced him into getting us up there. Once we were up there, we started searching the office, and eventually we found 2 black boxes. Now us, being intelligent individuals, thought, well, we don't know which one is the one we need, so let's just take both.
Big
And
brain.
we did. Not before Mr. Hunt tried to turn things around on us, but it didn't work for him. He got pistol whipped in the nose by Paul, and his nose was broken, and he was very out of it. Which caused some problems when we tried to come out of Arasaka Towers, as the guards we passed by no problem the first time were like, hey, that guy's kind of fucked up. That's not normal. And so, yeah, Scotty put one to sleep through a quick little sleep dart, and they cheesed it the hell out of there. And for the best part, the ending. After we had made our getaway, we stripped Mr. Hunt naked and kicked him out onto the curb, as you do with a corpo.
Oh my.
What a bunch of nice people.
We're good people.
Paul's an asshole. Oh yeah, naked in a back alley, drugged up. Wonder what happened to that guy.
I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah.
Just sleeping it off.
Yeah, he's fine.
Look, he shouldn't have tried to stab a boy over here in the neck. So. Oh no, see, he was alright. He was perfectly fine, so TT couldn't get involved.
All right.
Oh no, the micro penis was confirmed, yes.
Yes,
The-
Paradox was very insistent on checking
made
that
sure.
out, and yes, she did confirm.
She made sure that the intel was correct. He was swinging about as hard as a hamster.
Wow.
Have you seen those hamsters?
Look, man, it was just really cold out, all right?
I mean, it might have been raining, so you know he got an excuse. He got an excuse.
Yeah.
Um.
All right. Nice update. Nice recap from last week. And all of the shenanigans that you guys got into. Regular size appendages. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, so the the team managed to recover not one but 2, well, boxes that are black. You see if either one of them are what you actually went there to get. And you managed to escape Arasaka Tower and get yourself back to home base. So with that, we will open up back at home base with Scotty and Paul and go from there.
Before we go into that, as Aramani said, welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. And Aegis, if you think that this is as bad as it's gonna get, buckle up, man. It's gonna get worse.
Wait.
It's gonna get way worse. But yeah, as Paul and Paradox and Scotty re-enter the base, I think we left off. Scotty was holding the
Yeah, he's
black
got
boxes
yeah, he's got a cardboard box with the black boxes
with the
in
black boxes in it. All right. So even though she's not kind of here right now, but Paul kind of waves off Paradox so she can hit the infirmary, get stitched up, and he looks over at Scotty and kind of reaches in and grabs the beat up looking one, or the more beat up looking one, the one they use as an impromptu gate / door stop to escape, and he kind of shakes it a bit to see if there's anything loose or whatever, and he calls out, "Hey, Sebastian, get your ass out here."
Sebastian doesn't answer right away.
Is he still out?
I think this guy's fucked up his update or something. So I guess they just head into what would be the common area, I guess the kitchen area with like the tables and whatnot. And Paul kind of thinks about it for a second, and he kind of lays the black box that he has in his hand on the table gently. Walks over to the fridge, grabs himself a beer, and kind of sits down.
I guess Scotty kind of next. He kind of sets down the box with the other black box on the table next to it, and he also grabs beer and sits down at the table and goes, "So, you think you ever actually had a line on the guy's family? Like we were threatening him with it, but honestly, I had no idea if that was a bluff or not."
And Paul kind of looks at him after cracking open a Guinness. Yes, Guinness did survive into 2078. Just want to be clear on that. Guinness, if you want to sponsor us,
Keep dreaming.
hit me up.
Wow.
Look, Guinness. Anyway, so yeah, he pops open a Guinness and he looks over at Scotty. He's like, to be honest, I wouldn't put it past the BOR to have a line on this guy's family. So look, as like I said, I've worked with them for about 2 years now, and they got their fingers in a lot of pies, from what I can gather, and things will get done.
This guy just kind of nods like, right. Maybe I'll ask Sebastian just to be sure whenever he decides to boot the hell back up.
Finish his Windows update.
Whatever the hell's going on with him.
All right, so you guys return back to the base. Paradox proceeds into the infirmary where Amethyst is at. And she's not super beat up, but it looks like she's taken. She's got a couple holes in her.
She got some boo-boos.
Got a couple ouchies.
So Amethyst is in there doing her spiel of taking care of the med bay, making sure it's ready for the emergency situations. Sees Paradox comes in, she just starts talking to her, asking her questions about what happened, but do you know where else you're hurt, etc. The typical questions. And she proceeds to, if there are any bullets still in her, she proceeds to get them out and then dress and care for the wounds to make sure they do not get infected.
Okay. While that is going on, Ring, where are you? Are you in your room? Are you in the commons area?
So she probably would have been up in her room at the time, kind of avoiding everybody.
So, out of nowhere, a hologram appears in your room. It is Sebastian. He doesn't look normal though. This time he literally looks like what you'd expect to see a man in black. He's literally a tall Caucasian male, dressed in all black, with sunglasses on. Looks a little older. Excuse me, Miss Ring.
Yes.
The team has returned.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I am Sebastian.
No, you're not.
He kind of looks down at himself. And physically in front, I mean, the whole hologram changes in front of you to look like the guy from before. Kind of a Mr. Peanut type. He's got the little spectacle in his eye and the cane and the whole deal.
Okay, what time
Is
did
this
you get
better?
up? Yeah, sure. You said the rest are back. Paradox is fine, right?
I
They
believe
didn't fuck her up?
Agent 32 has been taken to the medbay.
Wait, what? And like her whole demeanor just changes from like just calm and casual to the wait, what the fuck?
Yes. Amethyst
Okay.
is treating her now.
Okay, she's gonna walk over and just casually grab her gun and flip it over her shoulder as she starts to head downstairs in a none too happy manner.
Sebastian just kind of stands there and watches you leave. So back downstairs, or back in the base, as you guys are looking at the black box, this same image appears to you of the tall male, Caucasian, dressed all in black with sunglasses. I see you've managed to retrieve, and just goes into talking. I see you've managed to retrieve 2 black boxes.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Scotty.
This guy looks at him and is like, first of all, I like the new digs. Secretly afraid you're gonna try to erase our memories with a little stick, though. But anyway, yeah, we got 2, cause we're sure one of them is the one you need. Hopefully. We'll let you check it out.
Huh.
Okay.
Paul kind of looks him, gives him the up and down, like. I feel like you're here to sell me orange.
I assure you, I'm not here to sell you any porridge.
He looks over at Scotty like, I don't think he finished his update.
I don't think so either.
So
Whatever.
what is it you expect me to do with these?
I don't fucking know. You're the one who told us to go get him.
We told us to
Or-
go get them. We got them. Here they are. Well,
That was the
one
assignment.
of them is the thing.
Oh, yes, of course.
And are you gonna take care of it, or do we need to do something else with the things?
Well, I suppose you can hook them into that terminal over there.
Scotty just looks over at Paul's like, he has no idea what he's doing.
Yeah, neither the fuck do we at this point. Did you like? I don't know. Did you boot up okay? Did your updates go all right? Did you get your wires crossed or something? Like what's he kind of motions to the guy like what's you good?
I assure you that 007319 mainframe is perfectly fine. Sebastian is online and fully functional.
Not sure about the fully part, but all right.
We'll get back to that fully functional piece in a minute. So Paul gets up, grabs both black boxes, walks over to the terminal, and kind of looks around for a bit to make sure he's putting the plugs in the right spot. He, jacks it in and kind of sets it down on the little platform thing there, and he kind of walks back to the fridge, grabs another beer, pops it open, hands it over to Scotty. He's like, that's for some good work today.
Scotty already had one beer. Now he has both. He's like, "You gonna party after? You gonna party and celebrate? I mean, I'm down."
I mean, how the fuck not? We got money to our name. Not much, but we got something.
All
Like,
right, man. Cheers. Just
and he
kicks
clinks
the beer
beers with
back.
them and just knocks him back. And he sits back down at the table and kind of looks over at Sebastian expectantly.
So, Sebastian, the hologram is literally standing in front of this machine, just kind of looking at it, looking at where you plug this thing in.
By now, is it like it's all the things plugged in, or is Pulse still kind of working, plugging more things in?
Oh no, assuming there wasn't, you didn't need a manual to set this thing up. He just plugged it in as he could and set it there for, I guess, Sebastian to continue doing his whatever it is he needs to do.
There's this data terminal has 3 monitors, different displays that are there, and there's nothing on them.
Plug those in, right, bud?
I mean, I'm not no net runner or anything, but I know how to plug something in. Besides, I don't
I would love to have Amethyst walk in right now.
Go for it.
never messed with a black box, so
Amethyst walks in and hears Rat ask the question, "Do you know how to plug that in?" And she looks at him, she goes, "Well, I hope so. He is a man."
Touche. Well played, kid. Well played.
She comes over to you guys and she's like, "So, how come Paradox came to me a little holy there?"
She got blessed. What can you say?
She
I'm
was
gonna-
a valiant shield for our escape.
You let her be the shield.
Didn't
Typical.
let more just it happen.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I got shot at too. They just didn't hit me.
Sam,
Go
This
ahead.
time, Ring's
Go ahead.
gonna show up and she's just gonna be sitting there like going, "Yeah, so which one of you fuckers wants to get shot first? Since my best friend just decided to get blown up by you two. Unless you want to start explaining what the fuck happened."
whoa.
Oh, hey.
Amethyst looks at Ring and she's like, "And you need to calm
You're,
down."
look, you're like 6'3". I'm gonna need you to come back down to like
5'2".
5'8".
Yeah, so you want
Um,
to start fucking explaining to me what happened? Because I'm
Yeah.
ready to sling some bullets.
Well,
See,
you
it's
know
a
what?
dangerous
I'm gonna let
job.
Scotty do the talking.
As I'm sure a vet of the Bureau like you knows, this job's just a teensy bit dangerous. That usually means when we do things, bullets fly, and they just happened to fly into her. Not even that many. It's just like a scratch in the grand scheme of things. All right, her life not even in danger, just getting some basic medical treatment. Isn't that right, Amethyst?
Amethyst was in the background making the shoveling motion of him digging a hole. And then when he turns around to look at her, she stops and she's just like, "Short story is Paradox is fine. I wouldn't call them scratches, though. I think if she was here, she'd probably punch you for that."
Oh no, she'd leave the punching to me. I can almost guarantee you. And just kind of looks at.
Listen, she was fine enough to be curious about a guy's penis, alright? So, she
Facts.
must have not been doing that bad.
Man, telling the truth, she really wanted to know what that dude was packing, and he wasn't packing much.
Ring's just gonna kind of stand there for a moment. Like, that checks out with her.
He probably played with it too much. That was probably his problem.
I mean,
But
corporate problem.
Ring, short story. She's back there if you want to go check on her. She's resting. She's fine. She's not bleeding anymore. I got the slugs out. We're all good.
Well, let's be clear. She was shot. Didn't penetrate. The worst that I saw was a scratch on her arm.
Are you insinuating I don't know how to do my job?
I'm just telling you what I saw. because it
I'm
was
saying I
there.
pulled out slugs. So
From her
I'm saying no,
physical
that-
body.
no, from the air.
Anything's possible.
So as you guys are going through and doing your things, Sebastian speaks up. I'm afraid I don't know how to connect to these.
The fuck? Hold on. Pause.
He's mean.
So
many comments.
job was to go out, get these black boxes, bring them back, and you can't connect them?
That was the job.
Oh, we've done our part. Nothing more we can do. Just kinda
Now it's up
kicks
to
back
you,
the
man.
beer.
Hmm.
Do we need to get
How about
techie?
you? Yeah, how about you call I don't know, fucking higher ups or something. If they
Higher
can't get
ups.
a techie in here or a netrunner or something. Somebody, who knows how that shit functions.
Let me have a look. And at that point, the screens light up. And what you see is on one of the screens you see just data streaming down that screen. All kinds of information in there. It's not binary data. It looks like it's personal profile lists, and it actually looks like it's coming directly from the NYC or the NCPD. Name
Yeah,
after name after name.
So Paul walks up to it and he kind of stares at it, and he's depending on how fast it's going, he's actively trying to read it. He's like, does he recognize any names on there?
It's going pretty fast.
Okay, so nothing really stands out, and it's probably hard to read.
You notice
But it's
some.
noticeable in CPD.
Oh yeah, it literally looks like it's being pulled directly from the NCPD database.
Not even gonna ask how you guys have access to that, but I'm gonna get back to you on that. I might need something.
And on the second screen, it looks like an overview of the city, almost like a sky view, like you were flying,
Like
looking
a
down
top-down
on the
map
city.
view?
Right.
Okay.
Only it's a live view. I mean, it's like a camera, and it's buzzing around
Okay,
pretty
so like
quick.
Gotcha, so like a live feed. Okay. So as Paul's sitting there, kind of like, all right, well, that's somehow you get access to the NCP database. Not gonna ask, don't really care. But he looks over at the map and then he turns to Sebastian. He's like, okay, what are we seeing here? What's this? Besides the obvious, don't be a smartass.
I am not sure what you mean, but I am doing as you requested. I am looking for a techie.
Wait a minute. You're actively looking for a techie right now.
That is what you wanted, correct?
Huh, color me surprised. No, carry on. Okay.
Looking for a techie through a drone in the sky. At least that's what it looks like.
The drone is to facilitate an aerial view. Once I find a person, I can locate them with the drone.
Can't just like Google techies near me.
I shot you a DM, Greg.
Techies near me.
I suppose I could. Would you prefer I do this by other methods?
How about the most expedient method?
While they're doing this, Ring's just sitting there. Her eyes are focused on that NCPD ring or screen, and you're just sitting here seeing her toy with that ring, like extremely tense, but very, very quiet.
Amethyst is looking at that stream and not being anywhere near closely associated with the Night City of anything of any sort. She's just going, what? This looks like he's hacking into something. Like, I don't know what.
Key is.
Are we getting in trouble?
NCP database, and if they find out, it could be a whirlwind of shit.
NCPD,
Not
what?
really. Night City Police Department. Trust me, the bureau. We don't have anything to worry about.
Essentially, he just hacked into Scotland Yard.
Something like that.
Whatever that is, yeah. Yeah,
NC
essentially.
NCPD is a corporation, just like any other.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the bureau's got somebody on payroll. Probably somebody higher up.
Shall I continue my search this way, or do you prefer a more direct approach?
How about this? How about you continue the search, the most efficient, and
Don't get caught.
it's obvious. The most efficient way where we'll get a name and an address and preferably a picture. We'll go scoop them up.
That would probably be the most efficient way if you just go scoop one up.
All right, get us the information. We'll take care of that.
Now hold on, are we talking about just nabbing the guy or talking him into like a business partnership for this?
Paul kind of looks over at him like, whatever gets the job done, man. You dock him into joining, helping? Great. If not, well, what duct tape's for?
I mean, my experiences with techies has been just, offer the money and they'll do what you need. And that is their job, is to do things like this.
That works too.
I figured I would find one that has an existing bill, or that we can acquire a bill upon.
And then blackmail them?
That's even better.
Very much so.
You could handle it that way, or we could bring them in, have them do the work that we need to do, and then carry out the order of the bill.
Listen, if we're going to be working with this guy, relying on him to do all our techie needs, then maybe we don't piss him off from the get-go. Maybe we actually try to establish a positive business relationship with the guy, alright?
Alright, Scotty, here's the deal. We'll try it your way. That fails. Try it my way.
Alright, now just trust me on this one, alright? If anyone among us here that knows how to establish a business relationship, it's me, alright? I'm good at forming connections and shit.
Amethyst looks at him in disbelief.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Ring's raising an eyebrow at that, but staying very quiet. But she's starting to get a little suspicious now.
Hey, don't give me those looks, alright? I got back home. I had quite a web, alright.
Huh.
And look where
Alright.
it got you.
That's something else entirely, alright?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Sebastian. What you got for us?
Alright, so each one of you, your internal agent lights up, or basically starts up, as you receive a data package. Within that data package is the basic elements of a person. This person is named Jacob Sawyer. His handle is the Twitch. He is a nomad located on the outskirts of Night City. He is actually part of the Eldecados. And he has a hefty bounty on his head. There's issuance at the bottom that says bill of attainder has been issued. Termination of target authorized.
The nation.
What?
Sebastian, I'm pretty sure we were just talking about not killing the guy. You wanna explain this one for me?
That's the bill that was put together for him.
Question, Sebastian. Can you check to see how many people are on that particular job? How long has that bounty been up?
There are 5 teams.
Oh, so what I was afraid of. 5
What?
teams.
Ring kind of pipes and she's like, yes, but that could be an advantage to us because if he knows that he's the target, what better way to disappear?
Not a bad point.
The four other teams that I've been able to identify are private contractors. They are not BOR.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about getting into a scuffle with one of our own. That's good. You said 5.
5.
What's the 5th team? Or is that including us?
That's including us.
Okay, so just 4 of the the other 4 teams, who are they working for? Any corporations, private entities? What information can we get on them?
Looks like all private entities except for one. There is a 3-man Arasaka strike team.
This is gonna be fun.
Depends on your definition of fun.
Oh, anytime
Okay.
chaos is involved, it's fun.
As far as I can tell, they
Alright.
have not been able to locate the target yet. And as you can see, my drone is zeroing in on the... What is this? Moose Lodge? I'm not sure what that is. Looks like a dwelling about 3 miles outside of the city.
Badlands. Fantastic.
Badlands? What?
The desert. Trust me, it's not a place you want to go if you don't have to. Think, he kind of taps his chin for a moment. This is really old movie called Mad Max. You ever seen that one?
Yes. I have, actually.
Yeah. Think of the desert in that movie. It's the Badlands.
Is anything
Oh, I don't want to
Mad
go.
Mac?
Mad Max.
Yeah, people were saying it was a reboot.
Could be. Could just be a B-roll reboot. There's been a lot of those. Okay, so it's 3 miles outside of the city. Does the Bureau have vehicles we can commandeer?
Transportation will be arranged.
And protection? Like, if it's anything like that movie, those storms are gnarly.
Yeah, well, I don't think it gets that bad.
So,
It's only 3 miles outside the city. It shouldn't be too
Sebastian turns to the center vid screen and it changes to a map. And basically outlines a path leading you there. I have arranged for your transportation via combat cab. They will be here in 9 minutes.
Alright, it's 9 minutes to get kitted out. So he chugs his beer, gets up, and tosses it in trash because he's not a barbarian. And he walks out over to the to the armory and grabs his gear. And before we continue, Ordicious, thank you so much for the gifted subs.
Yes, thank you very much.
Very much appreciate it. And yeah,
Awesome.
just giving a shout out to the man, and he was our first sub too.
Yes, he was.
Or 7.
Yep.
You want to give subs?
Very, very much appreciated.
With that said, but yeah, Paul just kind of tosses stuff out and heads to the armory and gets geared up to head back out.
All right. The Sebastian goes on to whoever is going to listen to him since Paul walked away. The combat cab will drop you approximately 200 yards from the location in which we are assuming the target is located. It does appear that there are other individuals in this location, possible combatants.
And what's our goal here? Bill here says to wipe him out, but we were just talking about needing a techie.
Correct.
Would it be possible to bring the guy in the fold and kind of wipe that bounty out. Essentially give him the deal that we got.
I don't believe.
apologize.
I don't believe that is possible.
Alright, okay. I was just wanted to know if we were going to be set up for a come with me if you want to live bit or not.
How you handle the job is entirely up to you.
I know that reference.
This individual should possess the skills that we will need. The bill is
telling us to off him.
The bill is for his termination.
Is this making sense to anyone else?
It
Sound
didn't
like
specify what type of termination. Disappearing, technically you're terminated as far as anybody else knows.
I was about to say that. I was like, I think we can get around the termination, i.e. bullet in the head, by termination of do what we want and we will help you disappear and no one else will be coming after you. I see you smirking, Greg.
Though I will confess, this will be the first time I've left one alive. Well, okay, second time. Damn it!
Alright, so we'll nab the guy, give him the old come with me if you want to live, and just see what happens.
So
If
is
it's
that
cool,
that?
we got a techie. If it's not, put a bullet in his head. We
Is
find
that-
another one, I guess.
It's at that point where Scotty's relaying all that, where Paul's walking in. He has a Ragnarok shotgun kind of laying on his shoulder. He's holstering his revolver and thigh holster, and he's like, "So we ready to go? The cab's gonna be here soon." And yeah, and he looks over at Scotty. He's like, "Yeah, pretty much. He'll do what we want, or we kill him. Pretty simple."
Ring's gonna casually saunter off and go get ready.
Okay.
Amethyst is gonna hold a finger up and then silently turn around and go get her stuff.
All right. You should probably get your gear, kid.
Right. Just kind of goes off and grabs his gear as well.
All right, so exactly 9 minutes after Sebastian said that, the combat cab lands out in it. It is an 80. Lands out in the street in front of the hotel. Little odd for combat cab to come pick people up here, but
And so I'm assuming their agents get kind of the notification. Their rides out there, their Ubers
Yep.
prepared.
yep, their Uber is prepared.
So Paul kind of calls the elevator down, if it's not already there. Calls it down, pops open, he steps in and kind of just waits for the rest of them. While he's checking to make sure his drums of ammo are ready and all that. He got his armored bodysuit is kind of shifting around in it to make it sit a little better. Kind of looks down at himself. I need to stop drinking.
And Scotty's the second one to come in after Paul, and he hears that last comment Paul made to himself. He goes, it's not that bad. I mean, he's got a little bit of a dad bod, but I wouldn't call it a gut.
Appreciate
Wow.
the compliment. Yes.
All right,
Kinda
everybody.
gives Scotty side eye.
Everybody heading out to the combat cab.
Yep.
Amethyst
Yes.
will be very much late.
Greg, your mic kind of got a little quieter, at least for me. I don't know about the rest of y'all.
How's that?
That's better.
Much better.
Ring almost looks in a very much pleased, happy mood right now.
Amethyst looks frazzled, annoyed, and doesn't really want to go.
Paul kind of looks at her as they're standing in the elevator. He's like, do you want to stay or something? Like you sucked on a lemon or something.
She's like, well, I mean, I don't know.
Are you armed at least?
She has weapons on her, and she also has her med bag and other things, and she looks a little over encumbered with the armor.
Oh my.
Paul kind of like just he kind of just looks at her like a kid on her first day of school.
Yeah, that's exactly how she feels right now. Her
He's
books
like-
are hanging out, the pencils are falling
He's
everywhere.
Like, look. He kind of reaches over, grabs the med bag. He's like, "Do you have any combat experience whatsoever? Do you know how to you? Okay, what is she carrying?
She has a, let me pull it up real quick. She has a Colt pistol and an assault rifle, a monoblade, and that's it for that. And then she has her med tech bag, which has everything else in there.
Okay. So Paul's kind of looking at her. She has the sword and the assault rifle and the pistol, and he's, do you know how to use those things? He's kind of motioning to her whole arsenal she seems to want to carry around.
She says, she's like, well, I do know how to use the pistol and rifle. The blade I just recently commandeered from our last altercation from those individuals who assaulted us, and I've been practicing. She puts quotes around practicing.
All right. You're gonna leave that. He kind of reaches over and grabs it and kind of pulls it off.
She
Like, I'm
smacks
assuming
his hand. She smacks his hand. She's like, "Why?"
Well, I guess if you cut your own hand off, you could stitch it back together. But let's not have
Thank you.
that. Let's not have that. Let's leave that here. And
Come on, Paul. What's the worst that could happen? Pointy end
she
goes
shoots
in the
one of
bad
us.
guy.
She shoots one of us. That's the
I
worst.
know how to shoot. I also did take some, self-defense classes when my sister and I moved away, so I know how to at least.
All right. He kind of tosses his hands up. He hands her back her bag. He's like, okay.
Look, if she shoots anyone, she'll patch him up as an apology.
She
Isn't that
points-
right?
She
This.
points to Rat. She goes, exactly.
Okay. So Paul punches in the code and hits the up button to take them to the first floor.
Hatch
We're
them
just
up as
sitting
an
here looking at
apology.
her nails.
Wow. All right.
Out.
All right. So you guys all get on the AV. These guys on the AV, typical combat cab. You have driver, 2 security. They are pretty much ex soldiers, more or less. They're pretty well decked out. Your gear is actually probably better than theirs. These guys just kind of chit chat back and forth. One of the gunners actually asks you, he's like, "So, where are y'all headed?"
Paul kind of looks over at him, gives him the coordinates. He's like, we're probably dropping into a hotspot. So it's a good thing that you guys came kitted. Is probably gonna be a hot X.
Yeah, he looks at the coordinates that you're giving him, and he's like, he just kind of waves them off. He's like, yeah, we got that already.
Okay, as long as you're prepared. Paul kind
So-
of sits back.
So what's going on?
Why do you need to know?
Oh, I'm just curious.
We're just picking up a friend.
Yeah, what he said.
Picking up a friend in a hot, so that means you're going to need us to hang out and wait for you or something like that?
While everyone is talking, Amethyst looks extremely guilty as she just sheepishly holds onto her bag and doesn't make eye contact.
I mean, if you could stay on target for I mean, how long can you guys give us?
Meter's running, man. How long you need?
Hey, I ain't paying the bill.
Stay as long as you want. We're not footing the bill.
Paul does actually kind of reach into his leather jacket, and it is an actual leather jacket. It has has a Metallica logo on the back of it.
So the other gunner kind of looks at you as you're reaching into your actual leather jacket, pulling the thing out, and he's like, "Hey, just out of curiosity, if you die, can I have that?"
I got first dibs, all right. You're second
I mean,
if I buy.
You could fight the kid for it. And he pulls out a pack of smokes, pulls out a cig, lights it up, and kind of just sits there.
Ring's gonna casually reach over and swipe one from him.
You have your own pack. I gave you your own pack.
And I care how?
Whatever.
Save him for the trip home.
So yeah, we kind of expected this to be a hot area. The spot we're taking is technically disputed territory. It's El Ducado's, sorta.
What's the sorta? And who's disputing?
Well, Raffin pretty much took over this abandoned town quite a while back. So.
Okay, let me guess. All the Caldos pulled out, but they might be coming back to reclaim what's theirs.
Raffin? Question mark.
Remember that movie, Mad Max?
Mm-hmm.
Remember the guys in the desert? They
Mm-hmm.
look, normal. Yeah, that's about what we're.
They look normal, not the white dudes with the silver teeth.
Now this would probably be the white dudes with the silver teeth.
Oh.
Yeah, what he said.
Okay.
Pretty much expect chaos.
I think
She,
everyone
like-
who's seen that movie at this point.
Amethyst just deflates and she just looks down and she's like, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, you said you're going into a hot zone. I would say you're probably right. So, so what are we doing out here anyway?
Like the kid said, we're picking up a friend.
So you're friends with the Raffin? Or
No.
Ooh, heck no. Fuck those dudes.
No, we are not. Let's just say a friend who ended up in a really bad spot decided to move to a really bad part of town.
Just expect one more person by the time we get back in here.
all right. He hands you a comm link. It's like an ear comm. It just kind of folds over your ear. Says we'll be waiting out of eyeshot for sure, but this way you can communicate with us if you need to. We'll hang on and contact you if there's any sign of trouble for us. If you don't respond, then we're out of here.
Fair enough. We don't expect you guys to risk your AV, but again, you guys are armed, and this is kind of what you guys do. So we'll call you when we need a pickup. We ain't dead yet, damn it.
Sounds good. So this it's probably about a 20-minute flight out to this place. You guys get a good aerial view of the wonderful Night City. And for those of you who hadn't actually seen me, Night City is a pretty big place with a wide variety of different settlements, projects. The downtown area is beautiful, especially in the early evening. Like now, it's actually just starting to kind of get to that dusk spot. So you guys will probably be going into this town at night. Just get a good look at everything. You can see the waterfront, huge ship in the dock up to the north. Arasaka Towers actually looms over the top of everything. And then you fly out of the city. With the heat of the day just kind of rising from the desert as the coolness of the evening, the sun going down, comes in. Everything kind of has that shimmery look you'd expect to see from a mirage. It's very hot during the day and starts getting cold in the evening. The 84 actually goes out of the city at a pretty decent altitude, and you can tell when you're getting close to the location because they bring it in tight to the ground. You're probably about 10 feet off the ground, flying along at about 140, 150 miles an hour. So it's a ride for sure. You can feel every bit of pull on that vehicle.
Gotcha. Yeah. Low vis infill.
Yeah. Yeah. And the dust cloud that kicks up behind it. So they bring you guys in a good distance away from this small city. Or, well, it's not really a city. It's just a small town. But you can see that there is activity in this place. It has some power. Not a lot. It's not like there's street lights or anything like that. There's 2 or 3 buildings that are actually active. Looks like they have lights and whatnot. Otherwise, there's a lot of dark buildings there. Looks like it's probably a town of 600-700 people when it was actually active. No permanent structures outside of like a power relay station, maybe a gas station, what looks like it might have been an old factory or a grocery store or something like that. And then there's what looks like a large hotel, like a roadside hotel. One of the ones that has all the room doors that open onto a parking lot, essentially two floors. Older place, disrepair, and that's where you're assuming this guy is at. So these guys drop you out well outside of there, and you make your way through the desert into the edge of the town. You're at this point have to figure, because the hotel is actually on the opposite side of the town from where you are right now. So you have to figure out what you're going. Are you going to try and just go through the town? Or are you going to go around the town? How do you want to do this?
All right. So as I guess they come up to the edge of the town, still outside of like, kind of outside of that radius of light that the town is giving off. Paul's kind of looking it over. He did remember to pack some binoculars, so he pulls them out, kind of scans the town a little bit. What does he see?
For the most part, it doesn't look like the town is completely abandoned or anything like that. There's definitely some people actually living here. The outskirts of the town, mainly like old trailers and what you'd expect of like mobile homes, stuff like that. You can tell these people are poor, the poorest of the poor. They really don't have much of nothing. There's a lot of graffiti around, mainly Aldecaldos, but it looks like the center of the town and probably the hotel is a different group. And you can tell from the multiple markings of different nomad nations that these guys are for sure Raven.
Okay. Does it look like there are any guards or armed individuals that fit Raffen description outside, kind of roaming around? Maybe look like they're posted up near the hotel or what have you?
from this distance, there isn't any obvious guards. I mean, all these people that would appear to be Raffin are armed. You can tell that.
Gotcha.
Most of them are just kind of sitting around different fires. They got some music playing, maybe doing some dancing. As you're watching, some small fights break out between a couple of members. Nothing major. It's not like they're trying to kill each other. It's just
Roughly how many does Paul see? And again, he's looking, but it is night, and I'm assuming there's not a lot of like tall areas to kind of sit on top of and kind of scout out.
You're guessing there's probably 15.
15. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So with that in mind, is there only one entrance and exit into the town, or are there like multiple roads kind of leading?
There's multiple roads leading in here. There's one
or
major.
Is it kind of like a
what's
one
that?
major road? Okay.
Yeah, one major
Is it kind
thoroughfare.
of like a parking lot kind of situation where there's one major thoroughfare and you can just kind of come in from wherever, kind of like walk in from the desert from kind of wherever
Yep.
side you want to. Okay. So Paul's gonna kind of look back at the other three and be like, well, there's about 15 bodies that I count. They're armed, obviously. Decently armed, I would say, from what I can tell. Honestly, he points. So which side is the hotel on, and which side is, I guess, what would be the residential area in relation to the center of town?
It's pretty much residential all the way around the town. The center of town is where the three buildings I mentioned to you, and then kind of directly opposite of where you're at, on the outskirts of town, is where this hotel's at.
Okay. So with that in mind, Paul kind of looks again. He looks at the three of them. He's like, so we could take the long way around the edge of town and just hit the hotel on that side. It's probably where our target is at based on the coordinates. Or we could take a direct route and try to make our way straight here, straight through town. What do you guys think?
No thoughts?
Matt? Matt's talking. I don't know if we...
Yeah, we gotcha. We gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. So, I guess Scotty replies to Paul. It's like, do we know where this person is, or just a vague sense of somewhere around here?
Well, the coordinates hit that hotel. So that's probably where he's at, or at least where he's staying. If he's there now, no clue.
Oh.
And Paul kind of gives the rat a once over. He's like, yeah, you can pass for a raffin. Gotta dirty you up a little bit.
Yeah, kind of sounds like, rub some dirt in my face. I think I got it.
Okay.
Amethyst goes and grabs a handful of dirt.
Rink's just grinning the entire time. She's just standing there watching.
I mean, Paul looks over at Amethyst. He's like, go ahead, kid, knock yourself out. Shit.
She
Just trying to get it in the eyes.
Well, she throws it at him. And then rubs her hands all over his face and in his hair.
Okay, all right. That'll work, I guess.
Down his neck. And a little bit on his hands.
Wow.
Like,
she's getting touchy.
Down the kid up or something?
Scotty's just like kind of coughing after having the dirt thrown in his face. Like, oh, the fuck! Come on! Like, normally, I don't complain when a girl runs hands on me, alright? But gotta be a little more gentle, alright? Fuck's sake.
are you complaining about my bedside manner?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you'll be the last person I fix.
I was gonna say, kid, just keep in mind, she's stitching you up. All right, so how about this? How about How about you head down there, and we're gonna start making our way. I guess we're gonna take the most direct route. Fuck it. Just keep moving. Try not to make eye contact with anybody. Hopefully, we don't run into any trouble on our way there. Gotti, see if you can't, scrounge up some intel on where this guy might be.
Wake the fuck up, samurai.
Sure thing.
If you gotta grease a couple palms, I mean, kind of got disposable income.
Right.
Not much of it, but hey.
I should be able to manage something.
All right. So he motions to the other two, and he's like, "All right, let's get going. We'll stay within a block or two of you, and come running if you need some help, but try not to need help. I only saw 15, but there could be more hiding away."
I would almost guarantee that they're probably going to have a few hiding away.
Yeah,
So-
probably.
Just then, through your comms, comes a familiar voice, Sebastian.
Okay.
I see that
Hey,
you are on site.
Sebastian. Yep.
Will you be requiring my assistance?
You know. Do you have does I mean, this guy's a techie. He probably has an agent, probably even an internal agent. Can you access that and tell us exactly where he's at?
Hold on.
And he question, is Sebastian relaying that to everybody or just Paul?
Yeah, all four of you can hear him.
Okay.
I believe that I can locate the target using triangulation with his agent. It is not an internal agent, though.
All right, so hopefully he has his agent on him. Well, at the very least, he'll be coming back for it, hopefully, if it ain't already good. All right, how about this? Same plan as before. We'll head for that agent. Sebastian, give us the coordinates. And I guess we'll go from there. How about that? And again, try not to get in any trouble. I mean, weasel your way out of things. That's what you do, right?
It's my specialty.
Paul looks extremely skeptical.
Do we know if the Raffin are among groups looking for this person, or they just happen to be here? It's kind of because it's their turf.
I'm not clear whether they're actually looking for him.
I just want to take this moment to let you all know that calling a weasel a rat is an insult, and Kimber is insulted.
She'll get over it.
That's coming from our crazy ferret lady.
Yes.
So
This is spirit.
it's not clear whether any of the other people that are looking for this guy are actually Raffin or not. But obviously, this town is controlled by the Raffin.
All right. So, I guess at this point we're kind of doing the split up. Scotty kind of going in, and the others kind of being around the outskirts.
At this
Yeah.
at this point, you hear a low hum of something buzzes over your heads, probably about 15, 20 feet off the ground.
Paul kind of looks up. What
Ring's
is it?
kind while he's doing that, Ring's kind of watching around him, seeing if she can see like a flash or anything from possibly where it came from.
Roll perception for me. Yeah, Ring, you can. It looks like a drone just flew over your heads.
Sweet.
Sebastian, that you up there?
I am sending in a drone for aerial surveillance. Yes.
All right, just making sure.
Warn us next time, please.
I'm sorry.
I guess at this point, Scotty kind of breaks off from the group and starts heading towards, I guess, the closest group of people he can find. Is that like some of the group of Raffin just hanging out?
Like I said, there are actually people living in some of these buildings as you kind of meander your way into town. I'm imagining you just taking the approach of wandering in. You do see a couple of guys over. They have basically sitting out in some old lawn chairs with some beer and what looks like a rat roasting over a burn barrel. Has chicken wire on top of the burn barrel.
It's good eating.
Who better to approach? Yeah, Scotty's gonna approach those people. A pair? Like 2 people?
There's 3 of them.
3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, go. Hey, Chumbas! How's it hanging?
Hey, you know, one of them's kind of looking at you. Hey, do I know you?
No, in fact, you do not. I just rolled into town and just wondering if we'd have a friendly little chat. If you'd ask some, I ask some questions, you answer.
Rolled? Wow. That's pretty cool, man. You rolled into town? Are you sure you rolled into town? That would be a... Why don't you just do that? Show me this roll. You're rolling.
Well, more like drove into town.
Wow.
But no, the wheels are rolling. And he's not gonna correct that. He actually flew, and it's just gonna roll. It's just gonna go with the rolling bit.
Where's your car?
Wheels rolling real fast.
I didn't even hear you drive up.
Yeah, I got a real quiet engine on that gal.
Wow.
Real smooth ride. Anyway, I'm look. You know the people who live here, right? You know what's going on around these parts.
Well, I live here.
All right, cool. I was wondering if you could help me find someone. Looking for a Sallier. That was a person's name, right?
Sawyer?
Sawyer. Okay. Yeah. I'm looking for a Sawyer. You hear anything about that? Supposedly good with a wrench.
Oh, I don't know any sewers that are good with wrenches. Good with needles, though.
Good with needles?
Yeah, sewers usually good with needles.
Not a sewer. I'm not looking for a sewer. I'm looking for a person named Sawyer.
Saw. Yeah, I don't know any sawyers that are good with needles or wrenches. Saws, though. Pretty good with saws.
He's kind of gross. His temple's like, alright, let me rephrase this. Alright. You noticed people rolling into town lately, kind of snooping around, looking for someone.
Oh, like you?
Yes, like me, but not other people trying to do the same thing.
Well, maybe. What's it worth to you?
And before Scotty answers that, this person he's talking to,
Mm-hmm.
is he like? What's he kind of look like? Does he kind of look like run down and not great, or?
Yeah, he's he's just kind of lounging in his beat up looking lawn chair. It's one of the old aluminum ones with the straps on it, you know. He's got a cooler next to him with a synth beer there, ball cap on, wearing a pair of, looks like basketball shorts, wife beater t-shirt. It's a little bit too big for him, stained up a bit.
Okay. So he kind of like looks the guy up and down. He's like, I don't know. Looking for a fix?
Does this have anything to do with the SARS or the Sawyer? So what?
No, I'm what it's worth to you. It's what it's worth to me. I'm asking if you need a fix. You know, I got a little something. All right, you can have a good time with it. All right.
Sus as fuck.
All right, you All right, so let's see. I need you to make a roll for me, buddy. I'm actually going to have you roll streetwise.
Streetwise.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good at that. That's an 18.
Seriously. Sus as hell, man.
18's not
Sus.
bad.
All right. So you notice these other two, the guy who was actually like tending the barbecue, he sets his utensils down, is kind of starting to pay a little more attention to you. The other guy that was sitting in another lawn chair off to the left looked like he was probably passed out. He doesn't look so passed out now. And the guy you're talking to is like, oh, well, what do you got? What do you got?
See? He kind of like opens up his coat and like takes out a small case. Doesn't, and he kind of like shows it to him, not like putting his hand towards them, more like holding it out just because he doesn't want anyone trying to snatch it or anything. He goes, got a little something called blue glass. Ever heard of it?
I'm going to stop that right there and go to some of the other folks to see what they're doing. So Scotty is well on his way into this little town. What are you doing, Paul?
As he informed the other two to kind of keep on his tail, he pretty much lines it. Kind of, again, keeping more or less as Scotty walks in, he keeps kind of around, I guess would amount to 2 blocks distance. He's kind of making his way towards the hotel on the other side of town. Kind of what does he see as he's walking kind of through the town?
It is what you'd expect of a more or less abandoned village in the desert. It's not necessarily, most of the tech and whatnot here is probably 20, 30, 40 years old. There are some older burned out vehicles. For the most part, the only vehicles that look like they're usable, you'd say, are the Rapids vehicles. These people are, the people that are living here are pretty much people who just don't have any other place to go, and they don't want to, sleep on the street in the city when there's these empty houses, more or less, out here that they can use. Mm-hmm. Most of them shy away when they see especially somebody they don't know. So they'll grab their kids and head inside their building, to not be engaged by you or anybody else.
Okay. So yeah, as they kind of move towards the opposite side of town, they don't move far enough. At least Paul doesn't move far enough where he can't have eyes on Scotty. So he's kind of stops and pushes out into the smoke, lights it up, and kind of just looks like he's just lounging.
Odd or even?
Even Steven. Never fails, man.
100% win rate for the Steven.
Seriously. Steven is strong.
You guys are challenging me. All right.
What we're doing is we start fucking rolls to be odd.
Seriously.
Ring. How about you?
Ring's keeping a little bit more of a distance so that it doesn't look like they're all together per se. almost seems to just kind of be gazing up at the sky. She walks along, kind of casually following after Paul, but like I said, keeping a distance, just kind of making it seem like they're going the same direction, but like I said, not necessarily together.
Okay. Anything in particular you're looking for, or
Just kind of keeping an eye on things, making sure that there's no surprises and hidden in corners or.
okay? And you're following along in the direction Paul's going.
Yes.
All right. Amethyst.
Oh, Amethyst looks 100% out of sorts. She's just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Is she wearing high heels out here or what?
Oh
No.
my god.
No.
High heels in the desert.
I hope
She's-
not.
She's wearing the gear. She's all geared up, but she just doesn't know what she's doing. She has her med bag. She's hugging it like it's a teddy bear. And let's see. She notices Ring keeping a distance from Paul, so she keeps a similar distance, but she is not doing a good job not making it look like she's not doing whatever Ring's doing.
Odd or even?
I'll say even, just to prove y'all wrong.
Okay.
See,
All right.
see, when I choose even, it's odd.
You didn't believe.
Is that my problem? I didn't believe.
You had-
I didn't
you had
believe in the
faith.
heart of the cards.
You had no faith.
I had no faith. Yeah, so yeah, she's just kind of like looking at the other two, like, help.
All right. Give me just a second here. All right, Scotty. So we're gonna roll back over to you and your.
Before we do, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do we all hear what Scotty's saying over the comms?
He did not say that he was keeping the comms on for you, but I will give him that choice now.
I don't think he is.
Okay.
Because I don't think he would intentionally leave the comms on for something like this. Because other people are gonna be talking, and like, if we all did that, it'd just be a storm of voices in our heads. So
Yeah,
nah,
that is true.
you don't
That-
hear stuff.
That
Okay.
He doesn't he doesn't want us to hear him offering that guy a good time.
Right?
That's-
Because can you imagine all the jokes?
Damn.
You hear a good time, and you hear and you see him kind of like pull open a part of his coat.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh no.
Like, what's going on over there?
I don't want to know.
wow.
We were learning things about Scotty today.
All right. So you pull open your coat and are showing this guy some stuff.
Blinding him with all that white.
Bl-
Oh no, I think I killed Ring.
So I am going to have you. First off, I'm going to have you roll a human perception check for me.
Perception.
Mhm.
What's that? Over here. Got a great rolls. I got a 15.
Okay.
I'm gonna use 1 luck to boost that to a 16. Even numbers are good.
Okay. So you do notice that these other two guys that are here are paying close attention to you now.
They want that good time.
So the guy that you're opening up your coat for, he was sitting down. He kind of leans forward a little bit, like he's looking to see. He's like, "Oh, well, why don't you here step a little closer? Let me see what you got there."
Not before you tell me what I want to know, man.
Roll perception for me, Scotty.
Regular perception?
Yep.
Alright. Ooh, nat 10, so that is a 22.
All right. I'm gonna have you give me an initiative roll.
Huh?
Give me an initiative roll.
Nani?
That is a 14.
And here's a question: because of the distance, can Paul see what's
Hold on.
going on?
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you notice, just kind of as you're doing your thing, and telling that guy, "Oh, hold on," you hear the shuffling of boots behind you, and you realize that this guy behind you has a pipe in his hand, and he's getting ready to try and hit you with it.
Is it one of the 3 that was there originally, or is this
Yep.
a new
Yep.
arrival?
This is the guy who was the cook doing the barbecuing.
Okay.
Maybe he thinks you look tasty.
Starting to think the rat that they had spit roasting was foreshadowing. But,
I mean,
Right?
hey,
That's what I was thinking.
So,
I was like, oh.
he kind of looks at the guy, and he kind of like puts the case back in his coat and just like puts his hands up, kind of like backs away a bit, not towards the others, but kind of like at an angle, just not going towards anyone. Just going, whoa, hey buddy, come on, listen, you don't want to do that, all right? Because I'm not alone here, and you really don't want to piss off my buds. Because I'm the friendly guy, all right? I'm willing to forgive and forget, all right? I'm just
Roll.
here. All right.
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
Dum.
That is a 24.
ooh, oh,
It's my specialty, man.
Okay.
a rat's persuasive.
Go ahead. Give me your spiel here. What is it?
Look, I'm here. We can have a beneficial relationship between the two of us. You help me, I help you. You get a little something for your time. But if you want to get froggy like that, not only do I know how to kick some ass, but I got some buds hiding around here, right? They're not as nice as I am. See, I'll let you off with some bruises. You'll be lucky to keep your head.
And then
So how about you put the pipe down, all right, buddy?
And then cutscene straight to Amethyst.
I know some real scary people. Scary people, amethyst looking scared.
Some really scared people, maybe. All right, so Paul, roll perception for me.
All right, senor. Stand by.
Jesus.
Oh,
Oh, he sees it all.
that's a 31.
You guys are rolling really well tonight. Okay. So yeah, you get the distinct feeling like Scotty may have just got himself in a little trouble. As you're watching, you see, he goes over and he's talking to these. It's dark at this point, but you can see the light from this burn barrel. You see Scotty kind of talking with one of these guys sitting down. Yeah, Paul's spidey senses for sure. And you see the guy he's kind of poking at whatever he's cooking on that burn barrel. He's really kind of too far away to see what it was. But he's poking at it, and then you see him kind of move around to the other side of the burn barrel and reach down and pick something up. Looks like he's doing it kind of slowly, quietly. And then you see him start moving up behind Scotty, and the silhouette from the fire coming out of that burn barrel, he's got something long, like a stick or something in his hand, and he's walking up behind Scotty.
All right, so Paul sees this. He immediately turns to Ring. I'm assuming she's not like far enough where he can't call out to her.
Correct.
All right, so he turns to her. He's like, he points to Amethyst. He's like, take her, get to the hotel. Try not to get into fucking trouble. Just make it there. We'll catch up with you. And he kind of turns around and books it over to Scotty.
Ring's just gonna kind of look at him and give him just like the cutest little pout, like, but fun. Ass. And then she looks back at Amethyst like, I guess we don't get to have fucking fun. Let's go.
Okay. Amethyst?
And it'd be like, okay. Just follow Ring holding that bag super tight.
So that's her emotional support.
She has one job, and all she's waiting is for that job to be activated.
So yeah, so Paul's booking it. He actually brings his shotgun up to his shoulder, and he's already sighting down the fucking barrel.
Okay, who are you sighting down the barrel?
So in relation to, because again, from what Scotty said, he kind of moved into a position where he's able to see both of, or the attacker and the guy he was talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Can he see all of them based on that? Like, I'm just trying to get a picture of kind of
as you're moving up, you're moving in. Okay, from the direction that you're coming, what you see is Scotty standing, and the guy who has the thing in his hand, the pipe. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Is block that person's kind of blocking your view of the person that Scotty was talking to. And then the you can tell there's another chair, like there's somebody else there, but they're kind of on the other side of this burn barrel.
Gotcha. So he can't see that guy. He can tell there's someone in a chair. There's two people in a chair. One that Scotty's talking to, another dude that's just standing, just sitting there, hasn't done anything. And then there's the guy with the pipe. Is his back towards Paul?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, Paul kind of sign just got him dead to rights, and he's like, and he doesn't even rack the shell because obviously shells are already in there. He's like, first of all, before I assume, does he make it up to that point at this point? Like, did he make it up to the group?
Not yet. You're on your way there. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I am gonna shift over to Scotty first.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. So, Scotty, roll perception for me.
Perception. Wowee. Okay. I'm rolled. Our perception rolls have been nat 10s, which is kind of crazy.
Jesus.
I have a 27.
All right.
Paul and Scotty see all.
Yeah, so you definitely see Paul charging in your direction with that shotgun notched.
So Scotty's just gonna keep. He's not gonna bring any attention to Paul. Instead, he's gonna just keep on talking as he does.
Okay.
And he's just gonna be saying, like, you're about to make a very big mistake, alright? See, I'm not even asking you for any cash, any scratch. Just a little bit of info about a person who's been around here. But if you decide to swing that thing, then I promise you, something very bad is gonna be happening.
Oh, the guy in the chair, he hasn't gotten out of his chair yet. He's just kind of leaning forward in his chair. He looks at the other guy. He's like, all right, what do you want to know?
I'm looking for a fella who goes by Sawyer.
Yeah, you said that already.
Yeah, and I'm waiting for an answer. Know him?
The fuck, you think I know everybody around here or what? I don't know anybody named Sawyer. There's some dude that came into town a few days ago. Down there with the raffin. That might be who you're looking for.
What can you tell me about this person?
You know, my memory's kind of fading. I think maybe, need something to help me remember.
Tell me what you know, and you get what I'm promising, alright? This is good shit, I'll tell you.
You give me,
guarantee.
you give me a little taste, and I'll give you a little more.
Alright? Kind of like opens up the case. It actually pulls out a little like microdose. It's actually like in a little sample size.
Boy
It's like
got
this-
tasters. Jeez.
You gotta have samples.
Mhm.
I feel like I'm walking through Sam's Club right now. He's the little lady behind it.
Yeah.
Would you like a sample, sir?
Pretty much. He kind of looks at like I guess there's one other guy, or the one who's talking to me is not the one that was kind of like looped up before. One who's talking to me now.
No, this is the one that you were talking to before. He definitely isn't seeming as incoherent as he was before.
Okay. So
You sobered him up with the offer of getting messed up, I guess.
yeah, and just a question, because the item description doesn't really say blue glass. Is it like a pill or like something you have to inject? What kind of form does that drug take?
Most of the drugs are administered through air hypos in this age at this point.
Okay, so it's kind of like an injectable type
Now,
thing.
doesn't mean that you couldn't have a liquid or chewable or something like that. You could have that. So I think
Okay.
I'd be fine with you describing it however you want to describe it. Yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah, for some reason I lost your cameras, so I've got to reset them. Hold on just a second.
Yep.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
All right. Good.
Oops. Give me just a second.
Hey guys, it's that time of the stream again. It's your boy, Technical Difficulties.
Yep.
That it is.
Good point, technical difficulties. We need an emoji for that. We need an emoji for that.
Oh,
Just-
I have the greatest picture for that. It's my favorite picture in all the world. Let me see if I can find it.
We can make an emote of just technical difficulties. Maybe someone flipping a table.
Yeah, I'm not not entirely sure what happened there. All four cameras just dropped all at once. So
Mine did that earlier too, so.
Alright, so the last thing I say get through?
repeat, please.
Okay, just in case. So, Scotty tosses the small vial at the guy and says, "Let your buddy get a hit of that."
All right. And he, grabs it out of midair.
Nice catch.
And yeah. I can do more other tricks. So we're going to move to Paul quick. So Paul, you see as you're running, I assume, towards these guys, you see there seems to be some sort of exchange between Scotty and this guy in the chair.
Okay.
Odd
What
or
about the guy with
even?
the pipe? Ooh. Even Steven. Hey.
Okay. What about the guy with the pipe?
Yeah. Is he from Paul's view? Is he like backing down? Is like what's going on with him?
He doesn't seem to be. I mean, he hasn't put the pipe down. He still has whatever's in his hand, but he doesn't seem to be being overly aggressive towards Scotty at this point.
All right, and I'm guessing none of them seen Paul yet, right?
Nope.
Okay, so Paul kind of, as he gets close, he kind of veers off, and kind of, I guess if there's like a side sheet or something that still gives him line of sight of Scotty, but he kind of veers off and comes to like a slow trot and kind of, sorry, that's my dog. She wants attention now, of course. Yeah, he kind of veers off to the side to kind of let Scotty work. But again, he moves off in a way where he's not inconspicuous, but he can still see his teammate. And Insomniac, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome.
All right, roll stealth check for me real quick.
All right. 1 second. Oops. Okay. Oof. Let's see.
Whoa.
The dice give it and the dice take it away.
That was a nat 1.
So this might be a good opportunity for us to, if all the folks in the audience, if you take a look at the announcements there, each one of you has street cred that you can use. All you have to do... Uh-oh, somebody's putting one out there. Okay, all you have to do is type this in, and you can see how many points you actually have. And it looks like Aramania just gave Paul a +2 to his roll, which will bring you up to a 13. Are we going to go with... Oh, there's another +2.
I fucked it up.
Yeah, you can't give yourself a +2, buddy. Sorry.
Can't? Okay, I figured, but I figured I'd try.
You can waste your points if you want to, but I'm not going to count it.
No, I get to waste my point. They'll be useful to save other people.
So we'll give it a minute. We have Desaline. Sorry if I screwed your name up. He's looking at their points.
That's
Okay.
Lower the roll.
To lower the roll?
Damn, you cold. I thought we were homies.
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Greg, but you can use your points to boost, like, NPC rolls, right?
Well, you can, yes. As a matter of fact, I will show you this command.
I thought we were homies, man.
How do I use points?
If you use that command, you can give me a reroll, which I can use either myself or I can have a player use it at any point in time.
Which means he's gonna reroll when he really wants to hit us with something.
Something abusive.
When they're rolling these natural 10s. Two rerolls.
Damn.
All right.
Fair enough. Yeah, you want to see some drama? Fair enough. Let's go.
I think they gave you enough points to pass your roll, Paul. So you fortunately are able to get behind cover and not be noticed.
Okay.
All right. Real
Look
quick.
at these people being nice.
One or two are trying to sabotage. Don't worry, Greg now has those rerolls in the pocket.
Yeah. Don't worry, he's
Yes.
gonna use them to
Much
beat us
much
up with.
appreciated.
All right. It's okay.
I want to move over to Ring and Amethyst real quick and see what is going on with you two.
We are still following Paul's orders to head towards the hotel and not really focusing on what they're doing.
Okay, how are you going about that?
Trying to stay the heck out of the way of anybody. So I would say probably sneaking through, trying to stay out of sight.
Okay. So, can you elaborate just a little bit on that? Are you trying to stick to the outside of town? Are you just trying to go through town and avoid people as you go? Or...
I would say going through town, trying to avoid people as we go, since that's kind of the direction we were headed initially. Kind of using the buildings to occasionally slip behind if we need to, if we see somebody come in a bit too close.
All right, odd or even?
Even Steven. Nope.
So...
See? She had faith.
Can players get a
That's my
reroll?
canon.
Ring wants fun, so she's not gonna care.
So Amethyst, you're what are you doing? Are you just following along with Ring?
Oh, she's 100% following along with Ring. She has no idea what the hell she's doing, and she doesn't want to die. So yeah, she's following along with Ring.
Okay, I'm gonna have both of you roll a perception check for me, please.
$20.
18.
$20.
Oh,
Wow. Okay.
Amethyst sees nothing. She is so focused on not tripping.
Okay.
Not everyone can roll nat 10s on perception. It's okay.
it's an art form.
Yeah, it truly is.
All right, Ring. As you're getting basically through the town. You get up by this gas station, and there's 3 or 4 of the Raffen that are there. One of them seems to be taking notice of you, and he kind of is leaning up against the car, smoking, listening to some music, and he's got these other guys there, and he sees you, and kind of leans forward off of the car and starts sauntering his way in your direction. He also takes notice of Amethyst, and you get the idea that he's weighing both of you up.
So Amethyst weighs about... No, I'm just kidding.
I'm going to pop a close-up picture up there real quick just so the audience can see. That is Amethyst. And this is Ring. So they're both attractive ladies.
With Ring, think badass micro bitch. That's about the best way to describe her. So Ring's gonna see this guy sauntering over, and she's gonna look at Amethyst and go, "Try to blubber this, please."
She looks at Ring and she goes, "What do you mean?"
Just get ready. She'll look back at the guy and be like, and he's gonna stand there for several minutes and go, "Seriously? Seriously?"
Remember, she doesn't see squat, so she has no idea what you're talking about.
Just get ready for shitstorm.
Oh!
Get ready for shitstorm.
starts
right.
to look around now to see what she's talking about. I'm like, oh, what is this shitstorm?
Ring's gonna look back over towards the guy, and she's not gonna. At this point, she knows they're made, so she's not even gonna try to hide it. She's gonna rest a hand on her hip and offer just a little wave towards him.
Oh. Okay, so you managed to switch his focus from Amethyst to you.
Like, so yeah, I noticed a big group over there. We didn't really want to mess with them, so we're trying to get our way through. A friend of mine's over at the hotel over there.
Oh
and
yeah,
we're trying to go find him.
you got a friend at the hotel, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. What room is he in?
See, he didn't tell me that. He just told me to meet him over there. Unfortunately, he was being a little sketchy with it. Which, I mean, to each their own when you live around parts like this.
Yeah. So he like walks right up to you. Kind of runs a finger through your hair.
That's skeezy.
Ring's just gonna smile and go, like what you see?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I might be able to help you out with that if you can help me find my friend.
How about her? She come too?
No, unfortunately, just me.
All right. I need you to roll me a persuasion check. Ring.
Persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
Amethyst looks disgusted.
It's gonna be a 20.
Okay. All right. This guy kind of eases his arm around your shoulder. He's like, "Here, let's go see. We'll go see if we can find this friend of yours."
Okay.
Amethyst narrows her eyes at Ring and the guy.
Okay.
Ring's gonna look back and go, "Come on, not leaving you out here on your own. Let's go."
She follows.
All right. Back over to Scotty.
Your birds are very talkative today.
Yes.
They have a lot to say about this interaction.
So, Scotty, you this guy takes what's offered him and tries that out. Yeah, that's not too bad. What was it you wanted again?
Looking for a fellow named Sawyer. Said you noticed the guy coming in not long ago with a group of Raffin.
Oh yeah, he's down there. We stay away from them. Hey, you're not Raffin, are you?
Me? No,
Yeah, you
come on.
You said you got mean friends.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Yeah, you're Raffin, aren't you?
No, sir. I'm a fine, upstanding person. No funny business.
Yeah, that's what a Raffin would say.
Yeah. It's also what an upstanding person would say. Because if you're all good, you wouldn't tell someone that you're not. I mean, that'd just be weird, right? Anyway, so you tell me you saw them over that way, like towards the hotel?
Wow. You're really confusing. Deep. Kind of deep, yeah.
Yeah, I'm real deep. Kind of looks to the guy with the pipe. He's like, "You talk any?"
He just gives you a toothless smile.
Right. Kind of looks over at the third guy. Throw me a bone here, man.
Yeah, we don't know nothing. People come and go. Come and go all the time.
So you don't know nothing about Techie coming into the hotel.
Well, I don't know if there's... I mean, he told you what we know. There's this dude that came into town a couple days ago. The Raffin brought him in. They kind of stick to themselves for the most part. Some of us here in town are we're connected.
Do you know someone who might know?
Might know what?
About who's coming in and out of this town. Someone who could probably tell me about the person I'm looking for.
He sets forward in his chair and points down at the raft and is like, "Yeah, I think one of them might know."
Right. Well, got anything else for me, big guy?
Nope. Unless you want some rat.
Kind of looks at it and goes, I'll pass, thanks.
What's your name anyway?
Just call me Virgil.
Virgil.
And he reaches into his coat, and as promised, he takes out a dose of blue glass and just tosses it over. There's one dose lasts you 4 hours. You'll be seeing a rainbow the whole time. It's great.
I knew I saw good in you.
Afterwards, feel like shit afterwards? Drink some water. Feel like really shit afterwards? You might want to throw up. Just stick a little finger down the throat and just let it fly.
Okay. Ooh, Insomnia Knight's got a plan.
And as that, he just gives the 3 semi-helpful guys a nod.
All right.
And just gonna, I guess, next go over to the... I guess he's gonna go over to the Raffin.
All right. So you start on your journey over to the Raffin. I'm gonna switch back over. Okay. So Ring, Amethyst. This guy's got... Okay, so Amethyst, in front of you, this guy has his arm... This guy looks dirty, dusty. I mean, he's probably been in the same clothes for like a week to 10 days. Not a clean-looking fella at all. I mean, he's armed. He's got a pistol on his hip. Not really sure what other weapons he might have. He does have a cybernetic arm, his right arm. His meat arm is actually what's around Ring. And he's kind of walking her up these steps to the second floor of this hotel. Are you...
Wait, second floor?
Yep. There's a balcony over the top of the... There's a bottom floor, and there's a balcony that runs along the outside of the second floor. Basically like the old roadside motels.
Oh, okay. So he's taking her up.
Yep.
Gotcha. Amethyst is gonna follow, but she looks disgusted as she watches this. She cants her head a little bit as she looks at his cyber arm, trying to determine, like, if there's anything she would know to either exploit a weakness or something.
Roll me a basic tech roll. Okay. What exactly are you thinking for exploits? I mean,
to an
Put it-
exploitation that would lead to an immobilization of the arm.
Okay, so with your skills as a med tech, you've installed these things before. So you have a pretty good idea of how they're connected to the neural network. Obviously, this guy has a neural interface, so his neural pathways have been partially replaced so that he can have this type of cyberware. You have a pretty good idea what you would need to do to make it inoperable, at least temporarily.
Okay.
It would require you to be really up close and personal, though.
Yeah. She just shuffles closer to them as she follows them, grabbing the items that she would need from her med tech bag to disable him should the need arise.
Okay.
She also prepares in an air hypo. Blue glass.
What, you too?
Wow.
Just in case.
Guess I'm not the only dealer.
Odd or even?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
She's just fiddling on her bag while she shuffles behind them.
Mm-hmm. Odd or even?
Okay. Well, since the boys believe in even Steven, I will say even again. See?
You obviously didn't believe, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I
you
said
obvious-
since you guys believed in it,
you
so of
doubt.
course not.
you
The
doubt,
doubt was in
doubt.
your voice, all right.
Yeah.
I was
you
trying
doubt.
to dovetail off of your faith, okay?
You
Wow.
doubted, and even Steven knew. Question.
He
you
knows
questioned
if
his
the faith is genuine or not.
The faith was not genuine in that case, so
Nope,
yeah.
Exactly.
no, not at all.
Yeah.
She
You
was thusly punished for her
have been
actions.
dubbed a non-believer.
Exactly.
All right, so Paul, you're watching the situation with Scotty. It looks like Scotty's got it under control. Believe it or not, he gives these guys something, chats with them a little bit. You're close enough you can catch part of the conversation. What you get from it is that somebody has come into town recently and they're in the hotel. And that they've told Scotty to go talk to the Raffin. And it looks like Scotty is walking away from them at this point.
Now, I'm assuming Scott is heading towards the hotel.
He's going to a nearby coffin, actually.
All right.
That would be in the
Um,
general direction of the hotel, yes.
Hotel. Okay, so Paul kind of comes over the internal agent comms, whatever. Since they're all hooked up to the same thing, he tells him, he's like, look, do your talking, get the information, get a room number, something. All right, get a room number, something. I'm gonna stick close by in case shit goes sideways, but keep him talking, keep him chatty, and sell him drugs if you need to.
Sell them drugs if you need to.
It's what I do, my friend.
So he's making, again, he's gonna basically essentially shadow Scotty to that next group of Raffin. So he's stay close enough to see and interject if he needs to, but far enough back where he doesn't look out of place. Just a dude smoking a cigarette, chilling out.
Gotcha. All right. So Ring. This guy smells of sweat, booze. Not nice. You also you get a hint of old motor oil. Obviously tobacco. And horrible breath, which he is breathing down on you. has his arm wrapped around you, leading you up these stairs.
Okay.
So, this guy you're looking for, is he your output?
No.
Oh.
Just a friend I need to find.
You got an output?
I got someone I have fun with.
Oh.
Nothing serious.
Yeah, so, yeah, maybe you can have some fun with me.
Give me some information on where my friend's at in the hotel, and maybe I will.
Well,
But if you don't, then...
Let's look here. Let's look in this room over here. He kind of starts pushing you towards the door. He's got his arm around you, but he's guiding you that direction.
She's going to kind of dig in her heels a little bit and be like, nah, information first. I want to know where Sawyer is.
Okay, roll your persuasion.
Let's see, oh.
That's an 11.
Yeah.
She look pretty, but she don't talk too pretty.
Oh no, give her some
How'd you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna help her again. Okay. Go for it.
How do you do it?
Actually, if you look at the chat right now, it gives you an explanation of how to use it right there. You got to use the exclamation point R. There you go.
Thank you.
DLK got it.
Okay, so you got 1 plus 2, bringing you to a 13. There's another one.
15. And I guess 2 luck.
Oh, Piper's going to give you, Piper Pendragon is going to give you a plus 2 as well.
That's me, by the way.
That'll be
I'm aware of that.
17, so let's do 1 luck and do it to 19.
Okay. Alright, so you actually, you know, when you pull back away from him, he's like, oh, alright. We'll go see your boy. He's right down here.
Thank you.
Amethyst was like holding her breath for a moment and then. Whew.
You're banging your mic a little bit there. Somebody isn't.
Yeah,
That wasn't me.
nah, it been me.
Okay, so you guys had... He kind of points at a door about 3 or 4 doors down from where you're currently at. Which is a little telling that he's, you know, pointing at that door and he was leading you towards a different door. But, so,
Bastard!
Scotty, you are walking up on... Actually, it's 2. There's 2 guys. They're kind of squat down in between a couple of vehicles. Looks like they might be shooting dice.
Alright. So, Scotty kind of approaches and he just goes, "Hey fellas, what you up to over here?"
And they look up at you. Who the hell are you?
also am looking for a chat. Shooting some dice.
They look around a little bit and it's like, where the fuck did Jimmy go?
Ooh.
Oh, never mind. What do you want?
Just looking to ask a couple questions. Mind if I join in?
Well, you could join in, but you gotta have some eddies.
Come on, who plays dice without some eddies on hand?
Let's see him there, big talker.
So have they kind of got like the pot going right now?
Yeah, it looks like they've got a little bit of money on the line.
All right, I guess he's just gonna toss in some that kind of like essentially match the amount that the others have thrown in.
And Jenny has lost connection. She's unable to return. Like she's ready to come back, but she for some reason she can't connect.
It just kicked me out too, and then I came back in. So.
Yeah, I just added you back in.
Okay.
Have Jenny try again real quick. Okay, so just 1 second.
Don't leave me alone with these boys.
There she is. All right, so it looks like they probably have, I don't know, 80, 90 eddies in their little cache there.
Okay,
Couple
so it's like
couple of cent cigarettes. Looks like a couple rings. This really weird looking necklace with a spent 7.62 round on it.
all right. So I guess Scotty, he'll throw in I don't know, 40 eddies and let's say like 5 pistol bullets.
Okay. All right. And you can tell you what, I am going to let you think on what skill you want to use here for throwing the dice. And I'm going to move over to Paul. So Paul, you see your Scotty basically goes up and kneels down by a couple of these Raffen that are looks like they're gambling. And Scotty starts pulling out some money and some bullets, and looks like he's going to join them.
So Paul again, just kind of doing his best to keep a low profile. Yeah, fishes out another cigarette, lights it up, and kind of just chills out, smoking up. And he gets back over the internal comms, and he's talking to Scotty. He's like, "All right, make this quick. All right, we're here for a job. Get a name, confirm that he's here. Can at the very least get a fucking room number so we can get in and get the fuck out."
Just establishing a friendly atmosphere. And he's saying that like kind of mentally into the agent, not out loud.
Okay. And just for the audience, all 4 of these people have internal comms, so when they're talking to each other, it's not necessarily anything from outside of the 4 of them can hear. All right, now I'm going to jump over to Amethyst. So you watching this exchange, what's going on with Ring? Looks like they had their little conversation. He was trying to get her to go into this room with him, and she didn't want to do that. And now he's guiding her down this balcony, pointed to a door that's about three doors down.
So, question. Is he
Good.
about to guide them down there?
Well,
Or is he
he's-
already in the process of moving in that direction?
I'm going to say they've already started moving in that direction.
Because if he was about to go down there after pointing, I was going to say I would like to use my air hypo to give him a good time, and then we shove him in the other room.
You can.
Is that just
you
what
can-
we're gonna refer to like someone drugs from now on? Like we're just gonna give him a good time.
That's up to you. You could still attempt that.
Like, are we close enough to the room that he was going to take her in so that we could just shove him in there and then we go to the other door? Because that's what I was going to do, was like shoot him up with the air hypo, and if successful, I was going to have Ring help her put him in the room, and he can go tripping out in there, and then we walk down to that room.
I'm going to say anything is possible.
Okay. So, to use an air hypo, I would use melee weapon attack to administer a single dose to an unwilling target.
Yep.
Okay. So, hopefully this works, and hopefully Ring doesn't get mad at her. Ooh, melee weapon skill is not that great.
So-
here we go.
Don't stab yourself in the leg with it. All right.
Insomnia, did you mean for that to go to Amethyst or to Ring? Oh, he's not done yet.
Might be in the process of doing some more
Boosting
stuff.
us up.
Making sure we're nice and ready for this.
Probably.
Yeah, you know what? I'm
I mean,
gonna.
they did want Ring to knee him in the cojones earlier, so, you know.
We've done worse things.
Go ahead and make your roll. There, Amethyst.
It's like Insomnia gave you the +2.
I got a 12 with that. +2 with Insomnias would be 14.
Oh, you got another +2 from a young hand, so you got a +4 in total.
So 16.
Okay.
What else can we... What else we got? Any more?
You got your own luck stat, and
Just see
Greg
if
has a
there's any
couple of rerolls.
I do.
Shut up! Shut up, Matt! Stop reminding him!
Just trying to make sure nobody wasted their points.
I gotta save those for the right time.
And is luck 1-to-1 or 2-to-1?
It is 1-to-1.
Okay. Ah!
Just
Air money. Thank you, Jenny.
just
So
to,
now 18.
okay.
And another one from Insomnia, so we'll do 20.
All right.
And
All
the
right.
person redeemed twice for a single roll.
Can I?
It's for there is a cooldown period on it. Once the cooldown period is met, then I'm fine with that. Use your
Okay.
points on that.
So we'll do 20, and then for the heck of it, I'll do one more. I'll do a luck point and just
Yes,
make it
Brody.
21.
Okay. So with your just to explain to folks real quick before we move on with this, and yes, you will be successful. Luck in the game is a 1-for-1 item, so it's actually it's a stat point that they have in the game called luck. Most of this group here also plays in a private game with me on Saturday nights, and it's a homebrew game, and we changed it up a little bit where luck counts as 2 for 1 point. but the rules as written for Cyberpunk Red are 1 for 1, so that's where they're using 1 point to boost their rolls.
Yeah, and for Odysseus, I don't think we currently have a +2 for all players
no.
yet, but that could be a good one to see in the future.
Yeah, sorry about that, buddy. So you're successful. You tell us what that looks like. What actually happens here? Have a good night. Thank you very much for joining us this evening.
Love you.
Good night. Thanks for coming through.
Baby, calm down. Anyways, so this guy tries to get Ring into the room, and Amethyst first tries to get the tools to disable his arm so that way they can beat the crap out of him. But then she thinks about it, she's like, oh, I'll just use my air hypo. And so then Ring talks herself out of it, and he points in the correct direction that they're supposed to go. And then as quickly as she can with the shaking hands, she just jams that air hypo into his neck, giving him a full dose of blue glass, and then pulls her hand back and just watches as this guy starts to trip out. And she looks at Ring and she's like, let's just shove him in that room, and then let's go get our person.
Ring's gonna huff and be like, I'm taken away again. Alright, fine.
And,
I'll just bring all my fun tonight.
Amethyst is like, I wasn't trying to ruin fun. Figured you would appreciate not to smell his breath anymore.
I mean, that was getting kind of irritating. Okay, fine. And she'll help him try to shove him into.
Okay. And that's fairly easy to do at this point. Doors unlocked. You look inside this room that he was trying to take you in, and it's a mess. It's a shambles. There's an old, nasty, stained mattress on the floor. This hotel hasn't been in true operation in a long time. You can tell that.
Ring's gonna take notice of this and just kind of look at him and go, okay, I'm gonna fucking scrub myself raw after this. Thank you! Let's go.
Yep. Amethyst is just going to barely help shove him in there and then, like, close the door, but his foot will get in the way, so then she kicks his foot out of the way and closes it again. He is in whatever way he lays on the floor and in whatever.
Okay.
This man is going to wake up and not be very happy with if he notices his condition.
If he notices. Alright, so you guys deal with him. Get him inside the room. Odd or even?
Ring, you do it. You have more faith than me.
You know what? Boys like even Steven, I'm going odds.
And you have failed.
He just doesn't like me in general. It's
Even
always-
Steven wins again.
Ye
Yes,
of little
Displaying
faith.
its power.
But when I pick even Steven, it goes odds.
Exactly.
Wow.
Thank you.
You don't believe.
Thank you.
You have not truly dedicated yourself, and the fact that you have gone for odd this time shows it.
That's right.
Ah.
Nothing to do with
Non-believers. Non-believers.
Okay, so
Heretics for both of you.
I remember that.
We may be heretics, but at least we're in reality while you guys are in fantasy land.
That just sounds like salt. Sounds like a salty
Sounds like someone's a little salty.
alright, so Ring, Amethyst, you have dealt with this guy. Got him in the room. What are you doing now?
Ring's gonna let the guys know as they're headed down to the room that he pointed out, where they're at, what they found out, and to be careful of a probably very doped up asshole.
Okay, do they relay the number of the room?
They
Do
don't
know
know
that. Okay.
I wouldn't say they would know the exact number. I would say they know a guesstimate, considering they know like I guess, what room number he's at and just kind of assume.
Okay. That's fair.
All right, Scotty, roll your dice.
All right. I was thinking of what skill to use for this. There is a gambling skill, but honestly, right now his goal isn't to actually win the gambling. It's more like he wants to kind of like chat with him while playing the game to
Okay.
to learn what he wants to know. So could I do like say streetwise with that?
Sure.
Okay.
Sorry about that, Insomnia. Looks like Streamlabs got you.
All right. Streetwise roll. That is a 19. So many people have been handed out points. Was I ever given the +2?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so that makes it a 21.
Okay.
I'll put 1 point of luck to make that a nice 22.
All right.
All about the evens, baby.
So let's hear it. What's your conversation?
So, I imagine he's just kind of like talking as they play, you know, like rolling the dice and stuff. And he goes, "So, you fellas know about who kind of comes in and out of this town?"
We own this town. What are you talking about? Fuck those
So he knows-
avocados.
I'm right there with you, man. Always seem to got a stick up their asses.
Yeah, and it was a Raffin that put it there.
I feel you, man. Anyway.
Jeez.
Anyway, I heard certain somebody rolled into town late, staying in the hotel. A guy named Sawyer. Heard of him?
I don't. People come and go all the time.
Apparently, he came with a group of your guys. He's a techie.
Oh yeah, that's. And as that one's talking, the other one's looking at him like, "Shh, shut up."
The fuck you talking for?
Like, now, no reason to get your guard up. I'm a friend of his, alright? Business associate. I'm just looking for the guy so we can conclude a deal.
Oh yeah, what kind of deal?
I mean, the guy's a techie. Supposedly, supposed to be working on something for me. Just coming in to see if he's got it.
Well, he hasn't been doing any work since he's been here, so.
Well, maybe he's already got it done before he arrived.
Okay. I don't know.
Like this random nat 10 you just rolled, this would be a good time to use one of your rerolls. You know, just for fun.
No.
Just for, you know, just to so Scotty's got a 19, he's got to beat a 28. We can get him there. Come on, guys, we can get Scotty there.
No.
I am technically
Hold
at
on.
a 22.
Hold on.
We don't know what this roll he
You
just
don't.
did is.
You don't.
Okay.
So, Scotty, I'm gonna have you roll perception check for me real quick.
Okay. Perception.
Mhm.
Oof, that's an 11.
Oh,
I
boy.
don't think I'm seeing whatever you're doing.
Nope. Not even a little.
All right, so
I appreciate the thought of that boost. I don't think it's going to be enough.
odd or even, Scotty?
You know my answer.
Is it even Steven by chance?
Bet your ass it is.
Almighty
And-
Steve, baby.
Oh,
And there we
Hey!
go. That's an even. That's having faith.
Faith, man.
all right. you feel this feeling of something passing by. It's kind of like a breeze, a very, very precise breeze passing by the side of your face, and you feel this really, really intense pain in your cheek. Okay? It's like a burning sensation. And the guy that you were just talking to, there's suddenly a red blotch, like right here. And it begins welling up, and a line of fluid begins to run down the side of his nose. And you just then realize that the vehicle behind him is covered in pieces of him. Paul.
Oh. What the fuck did I just... What the fuck did I just miss?
Well, you see a muzzle flare.
Okay, from where?
It's coming back from the direction that you guys just came from. And
the three dudes.
Yeah, kind of in that direction, yeah.
That direction? Okay.
But you see a muzzle flare, and you see you just kind of glance back over to where Scotty's at, because it looks like it's going in that direction. You glance back over to where Scotty's at, and you see this guy that he's talking to, you see the back of his head just explode all over the vehicle that he's kind of knelt down by.
Okay, someone just schwacked him. Whew. All right.
What are you gonna do?
So he sees kind of where the muzzle flash came from. Pretty sure he kind of heard the general direction.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. So as that dude's head just gets popped like a pimple, he goes over the comms quick. He's like, I'm moving in that direction. Keep your fucking head down and don't get shot. So he moves off towards kind of where he saw the flash go off of. And he's moving from cover to cover, not like out in the open. He is trying to keep it like casual, because again, he doesn't really see the shooter yet, so he's keeping it casual, but he is moving in that direction.
Okay. Roll a perception check for me, quick.
I can do that. Let me see where it is. There we go. 19. I want to bump that up a little bit, you know.
Certainly can if you want to.
Give him a second.
Hold on just 1 second.
Oh, do I?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna use that +2 then. Make that a 21.
Alright. Happen to come right back to you. Alright, Ring and Amethyst, both of you approach this door that the guy pointed at. You're basically standing right outside the door.
Okay. Ring's gonna reach up and knock because she is not enough that she's gonna go barging in there.
Alright.
And she's gonna call out Sawyer's name.
Alright, you don't hear anything. As a matter of... Well, you do hear something, but it's not like somebody's responding to you. It's like a rhythmic sound coming from inside here. It's a rhythmic kind of sound.
Someone's got sinus problems. She's gonna check the door, see if it's open.
Okay. Handle turns. Door kind of pops open a little bit.
she's gonna look towards the amethyst and be like, have something ready just in case this goes south. She's going to very quickly let the guys know the room number they're at. And she'll open the door, kind of peek inside slowly, make sure that she has her rifle ready just in case.
Okay, Paul, Scotty, and Amethyst. You hear a through your comms. Okay, so you have something ready, Ring. What do you have ready?
She's got a rifle ready.
Okay. Amethyst. So, Ring is going into the room. She's just told you to have something ready. When as she opens that door up, you can hear what sounds like snoring coming from inside the room. Somebody who definitely is in desperate need of a sleep apnea machine.
Give me 1 second. I believe Amethyst may have had to step away.
Oh.
Yes, Craig, if you would
Yeah.
check.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on just a second. Gotcha. Okay. All right, so with that, we will move back over to you, Scotty, and we'll come back to Amethyst. So, yeah, I mean, that last scene for you was very slow motion.
Yeah. So, question. Was there a noise that came from that, or was it completely silent? The guy just got blasted.
Completely silent.
Okay. So, Scotty, like a normal person would in this situation, as I imagine the other Raffin that was just with him, just kind of like stand up and just kind of like be like, whoa, 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 holy shit, it's fucking heads on the car, man!
All right.
And he kind of goes on the internal agent. He's like, hey guys, that shitstorm we were expecting, I think it's starting. Guy next to me just had his head plastered on the car behind him.
Okay.
Fun fact, completely silent too. So, yeah.
So all three of you do not hear that. You hear...
Now, I want to point something out. I do have a communication scrambler and de-scrambler.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use that to get the message out to him?
You have no idea that the message didn't go through.
Okay. So, did he hear Ring's report about the room number?
No, all you heard was the...
Okay, but so if he's hearing the static, that means he can probably tell that something is up.
Yeah.
Right,
it sounds very similar to what it sounds like when Sebastian is losing his link.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
I mean, yeah, but that hasn't happened between the others, so I think he's gonna try again. Pretty much saying the same thing with the scrambler, de-scrambler, to try to push the communications through.
Okay, hold on just a second. Odd or even, Scotty?
Even motherfucking Steven. And there we go. That's a
guys,
4, people.
You gotta have faith in the
Okay.
Even Steven.
Exactly.
In the middle of you figuring out, because your mind is playing through and you're figuring out, oh wait a minute, something might be wrong with the communication. You happen to see this other Raffin takes 2 shots in the chest, and it drops him. You didn't hear anything. Paul, you see 2 more muzzle flares.
But I don't hear anything.
You don't hear anything. And they're they're coming from not the exact same, it's not the same shooter. You can tell that.
Okay, so 2 different shooters. Which direction is this one coming from in relation to where
They're
Scotty started?
both coming from the general direction that you came in.
Okay, so again, Paul is his rifle's up. He's moving kind of in that direction, kind of like parallel to basically where he saw those muzzle flashes.
All right.
And he tries comms. He's like, "Hey, what the fuck's going on? Scotty, you still breathing? What's up?"
So you hear
He kind of just he's cursing up a storm and he's just moving on. It's like, fuck.
All right. So, let's see. I'm going to assume Amethyst is not back yet.
She is not.
Okay. So, Scotty, go ahead and do what you are doing. This other guy that you were just playing cards with looks like he just got put down as well.
Yeah, so remind me, we were kind of crouched down playing the dice. We were kind of like in between 2 cars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that means there are kind of like only 2 ways that the bullets could have come from for that?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah, basically.
Alright. Based on like how they got shot, would he be able to make an educated guess as to which direction those bullets came from?
Yeah, they came from behind you.
Okay, so first thing he's gonna do is kind of scramble to go the other side of the cars to provide some cover for him.
Okay.
And he's gonna. Has he had any confirmation whether his communications are getting through or not? Or is it still just all static?
All static.
Okay. So he's just gonna be like yelling into things. Goes, shit. He kind of looks around. It's like, fuck it, I'm just going. And he's just gonna take off and kind of go sprinting towards the hotel. There's shitstorm starting, and if a bunch of people are gonna be fighting over this guy, he doesn't want to be in the middle of that.
Okay. So you are moving in towards the hotel?
Yes. Is that the direction the fire was coming from, or away from it?
Nope. It's literally coming from the direction that you came in from.
Okay. And if possible, he's gonna try to run in a way that's kind of like behind some things, just so hopefully there isn't a super clear shot on him.
All right.
If they're like other cars or like a building or whatever.
Gotcha.
And as he's doing that, he's just going to keep on trying with the communications, just hoping he can try to get something through.
All right, do me a favor. I'm going to have you roll a basic tech. Actually, why don't you roll me electronic security tech?
Poor guy.
Now, I'll have you know, this is one of the things that are not my specialty.
Apparently.
And that is a very confident 5.
A very confident 5, he says.
Yes.
Okay, is that your final roll there?
I don't think there's enough luck in the world to. So we're just sticking with the 5.
All right, you fail.
Man, that's a shocker. I thought that could have done it.
You were close, Dan. You were close.
Yeah, maybe if I spent my last luck on that, maybe. Alright, well.
All right,
No dice.
so I'm going to move up to Ring and Amethyst here. So Amethyst, you see Ring opens up the door to this room, and you hear what sounds like some really gnarly snoring going on from inside this room. As she opens the door, this room actually looks better than the other room did. It actually looks like it's, definitely not a 5-star hotel, but it's cleaner. And sprawled out on the bed is a pretty good size guy, probably, 210, 220, not super tall, dressed in t-shirt and underwear with one sock on. Beer cans everywhere. And he is passed out cold, snoring away. So you and Amethyst and Ring, you both walk in on this.
Ring's just gonna shake her head. Of course, she's heard the static coming through and going, fucking shit. I said shitstorm. This was not what kind of shitstorm I wanted.
Amethyst is gonna look at Rig and she goes, he's probably our man, so we could tie up his wrists and then wake him up and give him our offer. He comes with us willingly and he keeps his life, he disappears, or we shoot him now. What do you think?
Stands there for a minute. Oh, you got the stuff to tie him up?
I have bandages. Do you not have handcuffs?
Do I look like a cop?
Do you want me to answer that?
To make him in a mummy. Like in a cartoon doctor, that really needs to patch someone up. Just turn him into a mummy with bandages.
I could probably inject his limbs with a paralyzing agent, but then we'll have to wait till that wears off.
Ring will just shake her head, mutter something under her breath in Italian, and goes about trying to find something that they can tie him up with so that Amethyst can wake him up.
Amethyst perks an ear and she's like, ooh, Italian. Huh.
Okay. Well, give me for the med tech, give me a med tech roll.
Med. For what? What am exactly?
Would that be? I'm gonna go with medical tech roll, which would be under your.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Found it.
Ooh. So it looks like you rolled a critical failure on that.
Oof.
Well, shit. What was I rolling that for, anyways?
Well, you're looking at this guy, and it looks like he has enough stuff in his system to probably take out. You're just guessing, but it looks like he has enough stuff in his system to probably take out an elephant already. So giving him anything else might not be a good idea.
Got you. Am I going to be able to wake him up?
You can try.
She will try after he's been tied up.
Okay.
She is not going to inject him with anything. But that air hypo with blue glass in it is still waiting on the sidelines, just in case.
Okay. Good timing, Paul.
This is where Paul dies.
No, but you do, as you're trying to get a bead on where these guys are at, you see a red beam kind of flash, and it looks like it is coming in your direction. You recognize it as an infrared laser scope.
Infrared fucking laser sight. All right, so he's gonna duck behind the nearest piece of cover, preferably something solid like stone or a car.
Okay.
So yeah, he hits the deck and gets low and gets behind cover.
All right, Scotty. You make it to the hotel. Are you... Yeah, I mean, you make it out in front of the hotel. You make it across the open space that's there. You don't get, as far as you can tell, you don't get shot at. What are you doing?
I guess based on their earlier split up, he knows that Ring and Amethyst went this way, right?
Yes.
Okay, so and does he see them from where he is, or no? They're inside. They're already inside the room, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, they're open doors
Yeah, there's one open door on the second floor.
on the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's gonna. I think his first guess is gonna be that maybe that's where they are. But as he's running, he's gonna call out, goes, Amy, Ring.
Do we hear this?
Yeah. And you hear somebody yelling that, and on the that is among other voices as the other people in the area are realizing that something's going on at this point. Mainly the Raffin.
Well, while Ring is looking for something to tie up the dude, Amethyst will perk up and she'll be like, "Does that sound like the rat to you?" Does to me.
Ring's just gonna face palm and be like, "I said everything on us."
So she looks at Ring and she goes, "I'll take this." Yes. She heads out of the room carefully and tries to get eye contact with Scotty to tell him to motion for him in silence to shut the hell up.
And I guess does Scotty see her pop out?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he's gonna stop yelling and he's gonna rush over to her, and kind of like in that kind of like rushed, almost like whisper yelling. He's like, "All right, that shit. Wait, first of all, you weren't here in my comms, were you?"
Amethyst shakes her head. Not a peep.
Right. Okay, that shit's shut down apparently. So yeah, the shitstorm you're expecting, it's happening. Someone is attacking silenced weapons. We gotta get that guy. I assume that's him in there. We gotta get him and get the fuck out already. I have no idea where the fuck Paul is.
Amethyst nods and she goes, "Well, right now he is knocked the F out with who knows what in his system. And we haven't had a chance to wake him up or talk to him. Amethyst is trying to figure out a way to or not Amethyst. Ring is trying to figure out a way to tie him up. Do you have handcuffs or rope or something that we could tie him up with?"
I got rope, handcuffs, duct tape. What you need?
Handcuffs would be great.
Well, man's like, I got everything but window.
Amethyst goes, "Handcuffs will be perfect and fastest and easiest. So go, my friend." And she follows him back into the room.
Okay. Yeah, he goes in and finds Ring. It's like, here, might need these. Also, the attack's starting. No idea where Paul is.
Ring looks at the handcuffs to see if they're fuzzy handcuffs or not. I mean, sorry, Amethyst looks at the handcuffs to see if they're fuzzy handcuffs or not. What?
Nothing. They're normal handcuffs, perfectly normal.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Normal to
Amethyst,
who?
I think we need an odd and even roll here. Just say.
Yeah, Amethyst lets out a relieved sigh. Sigh of relief of,
Ring's just gonna side eye at Scotty and be like, not gonna ask. And goes and cuffs up the dude and goes, you get to carry him.
All right, Paul, you that little earpiece that you were given actually comes to life.
Yep.
Hey, buddy, I never got your name.
Raiden, what's up? We're in a bit of a situation.
You see that building on the other side of town there, the old hotel?
Yep, trying to get there.
Yeah, you need to get to the roof, like, now. You got an Arasaka strike team moving in on your location.
Fuck. Why am I not surprised? Did you clock how many people landed?
3 to 5, somewhere in there. We're gonna buzz in. We'll be there in about 5 minutes. You better be there or we're out.
Alright, fair enough. And at this point, he kind of... So Paul reaches into, like, he has, like, he doesn't have combat fatigues on, but he has, the pair of jeans that he's wearing are a little modified, so he reaches into kind of a slim side pocket and pulls out a small little mirror, and he kind of peeks it around the car to get a bit of a view down the street.
Okay. And
Classic trick.
you happen to catch a silhouette of a person wearing the heavy polymer combat armor that is typical from Arasaka forces. Looks like a new age samurai type.
Gotcha.
He's probably 30-40 feet away from you.
All right. So, and I'm assuming he's on that side. So Paul's gonna kind of dial in that information. He's gonna move to the other side of the car and kind of do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
See if there's if anybody else is watching his particular position before he moves.
Roll perception for me.
Figured you would ask that. See what we got. 18. Okay, solid roll. Anybody want to help a guy out?
So, as you are, and anybody who wants to help out with the roll, go right ahead. So you got a +2 in there. All right.
Okay.
So as you are taking a look around to see what you see, you happen to catch out of the corner of your eye, you happen to catch one of these Raffen, which they're starting to fire kind of in your direction, realizing that you're now in between the Raffen and the strike team. You see
So they
one of
see
them.
me, actually.
Yeah,
Laughing at me.
yeah.
Okay.
You see one of them pop up, and he has basically a grenade launcher. He pops up, and you hear this ka-thunk sound, and he's aiming it right in your direction.
Oh, fucking-tastic. So Paul basically he has, surprisingly enough, he has the wherewithal to kind of palm the little mirror, and he pretty much leaps over the hood of the car. And
Okay.
I'll make the rolls if you need me to, but he leaps over the car and kind of books it towards the next piece of cover.
All right, I am going to have you roll an evasion check on that one.
All right, let's go here. Where's my evasion? 17.
Okay, is that your final roll?
I will burn 2 luck, Brodicious was trying to give me
A
2
+2.
points. I don't know if that's going to carry over.
You're good.
But yeah, with those two, I will burn 2 luck. So it's 19, 21 total with the 2 points from Brodicious. Thank you, my bud. I appreciate it. I'm trying to die today.
All right, so upstairs, you guys are, dealing with the fuzzy handcuffs and the fat man on the bed who's snoring, and you suddenly hear a loud explosion from outside, and Small Arms Fire starts. I mean, it's Scotty wasn't wrong a second ago when he said the attack is starting.
Lead. Hallelujah! It's raining lead.
So the war has just started out in front of this hotel. And you had no contact with Paul for a bit here. So what are you doing?
Amethyst is gonna look at the other two and she's like, why can't we hear anything? Like, what's going on?
Obviously, someone's jamming the signals.
Can we unjam it?
I tried, didn't work too well. Then again, maybe I'm not the best person to work on.
What did you do to try?
I got a scrambler descrambler right here in my noggin. Yeah, I don't think what they're doing is scrambling anything. More like just cutting the whole feed dead.
Are you sure about that, or maybe just you need a good hit to the noggin to get it to work right?
I don't think that's how it works. As a medical professional, I think you should know that's not quite how it works. But let's not argue about that. Instead, we need to focus on getting the fuck out of here. We gotta get this guy, meet back up with Paul, and get out of here.
My grandfather could get anything to work by kicking it and cussing at it.
You don't look like a granddaddy to me.
No,
Kick
but
him in
as a
the
medical
head.
professional, I punch people in the chest and they breathe.
Kick him in the head.
Like, look, got the guy. You know what? I'll even be nice here, and I'll grab him. Kind of goes over, grabs the guy, kind of hoists him over the shoulder.
Fireman's carry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this guy heavy? He said he was kind of
Amethyst-
fat.
Amethyst looks at
210,
Ring and she
220.
goes-
I mean, he's a bit of a fat bastard.
Amethyst looks at Ring and goes, looks like chivalry's not dead.
He's not super tall, so that's the big piece to it.
Yeah.
Ring just nods,
Stand a few pounds.
make sure her weapon's ready, and has fun.
All right.
So you guys fight first.
Amethyst looks at them and she's just like, where are we going? Where is Paul?
Last I saw, he was hanging somewhere back where I used to be before the shit went down. Maybe he's still around there. I have no fucking clue.
Either way, we need to go out and back to our transport. So
Where's our transport?
I'm assuming where we left it, or dropped off, or somewhere further back. I don't know. We gotta find Paul either way, because he's the one that had the little headset thing. Talk to him. So
He's the only one who's got a line to him.
yeah, pretty much.
If it's even working right now.
Oh, true. Oh shit.
And Sky's gonna look around real quick. Is there like something he could use to cover the guy's face, like a paper bag or whatever?
A pillowcase.
Yeah, I mean, look, people are looking
Sure.
for this guy. He probably doesn't want to have his face just out in the open.
Pillowcase.
Amethyst goes and grabs a pillowcase, puts it on his face, and gives it a good Chinese knot to keep it on.
Okay.
Ring's just gonna look and go, that ain't gonna kill him?
Hopefully not. It's not a plastic bag. It's a
That's
fabric.
it's the cure to all of his woes is to tie a tourniquet around his neck.
Well, no, not a tourniquet. She said a Chinese knot. That's an easy slip knot.
I got you.
Yeah.
Ring's just gonna look at him and be like, why did I get stuck with you two? Let's go.
Yeah, Amethyst is gonna prep her rifle put away her Colt, put away her air hypo, and get her rifle out.
All right, Paul, your ears are ringing, buddy.
So I'm assuming the blast kind of tossed him a little bit.
Yeah.
Unless he got okay. So he's
You managed to get far enough clear that it's just bumps and bruises for you, with the exception being the concussion from the explosion did kind of rattle your cage a bit.
Yep, yeah, that'll happen. So he kind of gets up and he's blinking the world back into view, and he kind of reaches around. He manages his shotgun managed to land, within arm's reach. So he grabs it, brings it back up, brings the weapon back up to bear, and he's looking around, and I'm assuming he has enough wherewithal to catch sight of the hotel again. And he starts moving in that direction, again, keeping to cover as much as possible, considering a war just broke out. He's kind of in the middle of it. And he's readying, that weapon's up, ready to go if he catches sight of either Raffin or any of the strike team guys. He's going to start letting off shots.
Hey, you still there, Chester?
Fucking Raiden. Yeah, what do you want? I'm busy trying not to die.
Well, I'm just looking at this roof, and you ain't there.
Yeah, we're moving. Shit. I'm pretty sure the rest of my team is at the hotel or near enough. If you can fucking spot them, flag them down, something, I don't know. Let them know that you're there. I'm not there by the time they all climb aboard that helo. Just leave.
All right. So the rest of you upstairs, you hear the distinct sound of an AB4 buzzing in, really low, close to this building, almost right on top of you. It really sounds like the thing is going to land on the roof of this building.
Amethyst looks up and she goes, 50-50, that's ours?
I mean,
It's the same vehicle that we came in, right? So we recognize it.
You didn't see it. You just heard it, because you haven't actually left the room yet.
Okay. Guess he just looks to you guys. He's like, well, might as well find out.
Okay.
it's like, okay.
And Amethyst lets Ring go first.
Ring just kind of looks over at Amethyst. Chicken?
Amethyst is like, look, when it came to my team, I made sure people were alive. I didn't do the fighting.
I'll go second. That way, I'm kind of sandwiched between the two, so no matter which direction we're being shot from, the target is as safe as possible.
Ring's gonna look at Scotty and go, the target's safe or your ass is safe?
At this point, it's kind of both.
Amethyst actually points out, she goes, well, technically his ass isn't safe because I'm behind him.
Cal just gives Amethyst a strange look. He's like, don't let anyone take that one out of context, alright?
She actually laughs.
Ring's just gonna face palm and go, fuck, I need a smoke and a drink after this. Let's go! Starts
All right.
up towards the roof.
You guys are on your way to the roof. Paul, you're starting to get your bearings back. Your vision was a little blurry. What helps draw it into focus for you is you see a dead body like 4 feet away from you. And it kind of appears to be one of these Arasaka guys. You also hear fast movement in your direction. Feet.
Coming from which direction?
Coming from behind you.
Alright, so Paul whips around, and again, that shotgun's up, ready. Stock is just... he's ready to rock and roll. So who's about to get blasted in the face?
All right, go ahead and roll your attack.
All right. Da, 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 da.
Attack. Violence.
Violence is fun.
Doing lots of violence.
So you get an immediate look at something coming at you, person coming at you. Boom. Literally, the shot just misses this person. And they pull up their weapon.
Oh boy.
And return fire on you. Roll evasion.
Okay. Let's go right to Wampa. So 17.
Against a 24.
You knew Paul well. I think it's time for the rest of us to get out of here.
Oh, there's a +2 for Paul.
Burn to luck. So that is 17 plus 4 to 21. If anyone wants to burn some more luck for me.
All right.
What, you only need like 3 more?
Yes, actually.
Oh, it's times 2 damage, Brody. He's got to hit somebody first.
Yeah, I gotta hit him first, sadly.
That's British just saying, alright, you're gonna take the hit, but just clap him back.
I mean, it's up to the DM. I can use that for my next bit of damage. So.
Okay. Yep.
So that way that doesn't go to waste for.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't have to be used right away. You can hold on to it. That's fine.
So we got +4, +6, and my +2 was 8 to 17. Pretty
Okay.
sure that passes. I honestly, bro, dishes. I'm wondering that too, and it could just be the bot not registering, but we're gonna keep track of it. Don't worry.
Yeah, we gotcha. All right, so back upstairs. You guys make it to the roof. It is indeed your 84, and these two guys. I mean, these two guards are out there like, come on, let's go, get on board.
Ring's gonna be like, where the fuck is Paul? Or whatever she
Right.
would have used. Right, yeah.
One of the guys looks around and kind of starts talking into his earpiece, and he's just talking for a minute, and he's like, "Hey, where are you at? We gotta go now."
And the only thing that comes over that comms, gunfire. Lots and lots of gunfire.
Do we have our comms back? Sorry, my husband was talking to me.
No. I'll let DM explain.
Yeah, it's the drivers of the combat cab gave Paul an earpiece so that he could communicate directly with them.
Yes,
So
I know that.
he has that. That's what he's talking. That's what the guard is using to try to contact Paul. The only thing that comes back to the guard is what Rob is saying right now. And this guard turns to you guys. He's like, "Okay, we're out of here. Get on board if you're coming."
Ring go look at the other two and go.
This guy kind of looks at Ring and kind of looks back out like distance. Like, is he able to spot Raiden, or is there just too much chaos going on?
There's
Be able to tell.
quite a bit of chaos going on down there. You got smoke from the blast with the grenade. You got constant gunfire. Even some that are taking shots up towards you guys at this point because they're drawn in the direction of the 84 landing on the roof.
All right. Scotty's he's gonna move and put Sawyer in the vehicle, and he looks at one of the guys like, "Can we change the pickup point for our other guy?"
No. No, we told him this is it right here. And we gotta go. So get on, stay here, up to you, but we're leaving. You got 30 seconds.
This guy, like, he's looking back and forth again, just going like, shit. And I think at this point, he hops in.
Ring's gonna look at Amethyst and go, get on it and go.
Amethyst is going to hand her 2 speed heals and then get on the thing.
She'll give a salute to the guys and go, catch you later. And she's gonna head down to go help Paul.
All right, and right there we are going to leave this episode. So, quick introduction again, if you guys don't mind, we're going to call it right there. We'll pick up with the next episode. So that'll be the end of the Glitch Part 2. Quick introduction to the cast here real quick. Paul, you want to start us off?
Sure. My name is Robin. I play Paul Lucero. Codename Raiden. He, like I said earlier, he's a guy, he's a simple man. He likes his Chinese food, his big screen, and especially likes News 54 because Maury Popovich is an asshole and he loves it. And he likes his alcohol. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And he of all the agents here, he is the oldest one. He's been there almost 2 years now. So he's an old hand at this. It's probably why he's so grouchy. He's tired of it.
All right, and Scotty.
Yeah, Scotty the Rat Sims, living up to his name as always. Ever the fair dealsman, as we clearly saw today. He held up his end of the bargain, an honest businessman, and nothing else. Apparently he's not the only one dealing with drugs, though, now that we've discovered from Amethyst.
Medtech, what can you expect?
That's not a medical
Drug
drug.
dealers.
That is not a medical drug.
All right, and Amethyst.
Tomato. That's all I have to say to you, Sims. Amethyst is a young woman who is a medtech, and she was part of a trauma team. Currently, right now, she has nothing really to live for because everything that she found important is gone. Yeah, that's her.
Awesome, and Ring, how about you?
So again, I'm Jenny. I play Harper Young, or Ring, as she's known. She got the nickname from the ring, obviously, she wears around her neck all the time. And you saw today, she loves her chaos, loves her fun, doesn't like people that takes her fun away from her, and apparently is now deciding to turn hero and tell the other two to get the heck out of there. So, curious to see how that's going to come about next time with her going from psychopath to hero.
I think she just wants to join in chaos down there. She sees that
Yes.
and it's like, ooh,
I mean,
now
not
that's a fun
wrong.
time.
Everybody else took
Right?
the fun from her. In truth, she's probably wanting to go down there and kick Paul's ass for taking the fun from her. Initially, so.
Exactly. We're not blind to
But to
her.
be fair, she also is kind of her source of smokes and alcohol right now. And she has been bumming from him repeatedly. So.
I like the idea that pretty much everyone bums cigarettes from Paul.
Except for the med tech.
Man can't even keep his smokes, man.
Except for the med tech.
I just like the
have
headcanon
this
that.
thing.
I like that the headcanon that Paul is actually a big softie.
Paul is the dad of the group.
Yeah, they didn't quit. They just quit buying.
Motherfuckers ain't even chipping in either.
All right, so that's the end of our episode for tonight. Please do, if you have not already, hit the follow button and come visit us again next Friday night, same time, same place, and we'll find out what's going to happen. We don't typically do a carryover episode like this, but I really felt like that was a good spot to just kind of leave off and pick up next time. Right. Come back and find out what actually happens here. But yes, let's go around the horn. Anybody have anything they want to share with the audience tonight before we raid out of here?
Thanks to those that joined.
Should Amethyst try to bribe the pilot to stay a little bit longer? And if so, what should she bribe with?
Drugs. I mean,
I'm asking our audience. Should she try and bribe to get the AV to stay? And if so, what? What?
And for me, a shout out to my friend Scarth for tuning in. Thank you.
Yes, awesome. I know what she could bribe. I know what she could bribe me with, but I don't know about the pilot there. No idea. Go for it,
Scotty.
Scotty.
Sorry that y'all didn't get y'all me in.
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of like thank the audience. Since our last stream, we hit affiliate status, so we got that button.
All smokes.
Yeah, everyone's getting some of those. But yeah, like it's been great kind of seeing us kind of hit that milestone so quickly. So yeah, like thanks everyone for kind of watching, giving the follow, and all that stuff. Hope continue to kind of be entertaining for you guys.
Yeah,
awesome.
I mean, everybody's kind of said it already. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for subbing. Even if you haven't subbed, thank you all the same for coming through, for supporting us and getting us to affiliate within a month. Actually, sooner than a month. Yeah, we started the beginning of this month, right, Craig?
It's about 6 weeks is what it took us to get to affiliate. Okay. Yep.
Hey, that's still really good.
But I mean, for this series, we started the channel about 6-7 weeks ago. We only really started the series. You're right. I mean, we only really started the series about 5 weeks ago now, and this is episode 5, so it would have been 1 month. Yeah.
Would have been 1 month, almost exact.
Yep. So, with that said, we also do have another series for those of you who tune in every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. EST, or 2000 EST, which is, the right way to put it. Excuse me. Called the Update Log, where we discuss everything game-related. New games coming out, game news, industry tips and tricks that, we've come to learn and we hear and learn about. I host that every Wednesday on the Razzmatazz Show.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Tune in for that this coming Wednesday.
Looking forward to hearing what the topic is.
Actually, where we go over UX and UI design within video games. And games in general. So, yeah, we'll see you guys then.
Beautiful. Thank you all very much for being here tonight and coming out and sharing some fun storytelling with myself and the cast here. Please do join us in the future and look out for what we have coming in store for you. With that, we're going to go and do a raid bomb on a friend of ours who has been very supportive to this stream and many others. Insomnia Night RPG. Thank you very much. Have a good night, y'all.
Yep. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.